Shut up, stupid phone.
Dude, Tiff Be Kind will tell you this. Tiff, are you still
good
in
Lord.
Here, by the way?
Okay, hold on one second. Let's see where my multi-stream is. YouTube. Okay, let me see. Are there... Am I on the right one this time? Nope, that's not what I'm talking about. Let me see. I know I'm on the right one here. Am I on the right one? Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right YouTube. Hey. I must be on the right YouTube because Clorinda is here. Thank freaking God. You guys took me 3 hours to figure this out. I think I did it. Now that I'm exhausted from doing it all. Oh, thank God. I was about to throw this computer and everything that belonged with it. Like, I was done. Yeah, so I'm trying Streamlabs. It took me like 3 hours to figure this out because I was trying to do something easier for me, TikTok and YouTube together, because especially since it's so late, you know, God, you don't know what I went through. Like, you guys have no idea. You have no idea. It kept signing me into my old YouTube that had like 600 subs. And I was like, well, I can't do that. I need to be in my right place. The ball kept going off because I'm sure they knew I was pissed off. But I don't know if I have enough energy right now, but I have no choice. My dog has a vet appointment. She has to have a surgery tomorrow. I was supposed to have a week. It has to be tomorrow. And I have to come up with at least some money to give her tomorrow. So, oh, no, I want to go to bed. Like, my eyes hurt because I was like crying. I was done. I was over it. Because it kept signing me into the wrong, exactly, but it kept signing me into the wrong YouTube. And then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't stay on this 600 YouTube. And so somehow, I don't even know how I figured it out, guys. Seriously, I have no idea. The only reason I knew it was the right one was because from yesterday, we had, like, people that subscribed and super chatted and stuff came up on the screen. So it was the only way I knew. So I was like, oh, thank God. I don't know what I did, but I'm cool. I did it. And then they tried to charge me again. It's gonna burn for a minute. I have to do this because I was crying. I cry when I get frustrated. But cuz nothing's ever easy for me, guys. Like, seriously, especially when it comes to like technological stuff. I have such a hard time. There's always issues, and I know that it's Mercury retrograde, but no, this like happens all the time. So, the only thing is I cannot put your guys' chat on the screen with this, I don't think. Let me see. Nope. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks with this. So that's kind of the difference with... So I'm probably going to have to keep StreamYards and Streamlabs just because StreamYards you can record on, Streamlabs you can't. I'm late, but I had to do it because, like I said, I have that the surgery I have to do tomorrow, and I thought I had a whole week to come up with it, and I don't. So they said they were cool as long as I gave them something. I like to, I told them, well, I'll work my ass off, but it took me literally 2 freaking hours to figure this out. And I'm one of those people, like, I don't want to stop until I figure it out. I was about to just be like, you know what, I'll just go on live on one or the other, put my phone up maybe for TikTok. Yeah, I know, it's late. I'm sorry. It's 10 here, too. We're at the same time zone now since the time changed. So, hold on. Let me see. Is there... I'm on the multi-stream. How come I don't see anybody chatting on TikTok. So, if you guys... And poor Tracy, she has to deal with me. And I'm just like, Tracy, I don't get this. And I just like keep texting her, and she, poor thing. She's probably like, oh. Yeah, I do. So the link tree. So with this, I do not know how to. Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't know how. That's the only thing that sucks too. Is like, with the StreamYard, you can't add a description box with everything in it. So that's the only thing that sucks. So my link tree on TikTok is in my bio, and on here it's on the description box, or it's on the description box of my videos, yes, but it's also yeah, but there's no description box on this, Tracy, because it's not StreamYards, where it lets you do all that. It doesn't let you do that on this. So Linktree, when you go to my YouTube channel, it's the Linktree's at the very top. But Tracy, can you like put the Linktree in here for me? You should be. I don't know if you're able to pin it. You should be able to because you're at your mod, but I'm not sure. If not, I'll just see what it is. Cause oh, you know what I could do? Hold on, maybe I could do it. I kicked myself out and started over, so I have to find all my stuff again. I'm trying to like get with the time, guys, and like it's so hard for me to like decide TikTok or YouTube because I have different people, you know, on both, and it's like I don't have the energy to be like live one time one place and live one time the next. It's just easier to do it this way. Hopefully it is. I don't know. We're gonna see. And then, like I said, they tried to charge me again, and somehow I fixed that too, so I changed the account. Don't ask me how I did any of it. At this point, I don't know how I did any of it, but I got it done. That's all that matters, and don't ask me how. I don't know. So here. Oh, it's not letting me paste it. What the hell? I don't know why it's not letting me paste a link in here. Yeah. I don't know if we can pin that either. Let me see. So for TikTok, the link is in the bio. It's easier there, but I mean, you can always find it at the top. I do have Cash App, yeah. It's in the link tree right there. Why am I... I have lives on the other channel where I'm probably cussing. I don't know if I had turned off the camera. I don't know if I turned off the camera or not. Oh, Lord. I forgot that YouTube keeps it. Yeah, the link tree is there. I'm gonna try to pin it. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So I'll go pin the link tree. Also, what sucks about this is there's no... you can hear... there's no filter. So that kind of sucks for me. I wonder if I could pin this. Oh, crap. Why did it kick me out? That's so dumb. No. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I'll do it like this. And remember, if you guys pay and you come back, please, like, hit the toggle to the end because that way, because it'll delay. Okay, hold on. I gotta have to... Why is it not letting me... Like, I can't comment. Oh, there we go. I was gonna be mad in a second. Now, I should be able to pin it. That's what I want to do. There we go. I'm gonna pin it. Okay, good. I haven't had to do that in a while because we usually do it way differently. No, yeah, so. Oh, gosh, man. Oh, what a day. I give up. I give up for today. For real. Yeah, I see you. When enter chat on TikTok not showing YouTube, shows two places. Yeah, I don't know why it's not, because when I put multi-stream, it's only showing the YouTube people. So I don't understand it either. It's like I have to go back and forth, which kind of is not... It should show it on both, which I don't know why it's not. I give up at this point. I'll have to figure it out later. I don't know why it's not doing it. Like, I give up. And I thought I had to even ask for permission, and then I went through all that, and then I realized I could go around that. So, okay, wait, hold on. So, I didn't even put you guys what the price is. So, I think how I want to do it tonight is, we're going to do minimum, and if anybody wants to donate more than that, you're more than welcome to, but don't feel like, don't feel like you have to. But her surgery is $600. So, like $619, which they said it's fine if I just come up with like half or something, but I'm still going to have to come up with the rest. So, don't feel obligated, but if you feel like you want to, the minimum is going to be what it always is. I'm going to do 25 for question, and I think I'm going to do 40 for mediumship, but it's going to be super mini. So you only get a few validations and a message. It's not going to be as long as I usually do it. Kind of like just like a taste, because if I notice if I do a lot of those, I get really tired really fast, and I need to like hustle it. So, and I'm already exhausted from trying to figure this out for 2 hours. Like, it was legitly like stressing me out, because I'm trying to get with the times and be cool and have like where I can stream both places and not have to worry about going one place or another. And for some reason, it's like, because I'm like, I don't know who's going to be here. I don't know who's going to be there. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it felt like it would be easier. But, fuck, I don't know. So there's you can do like a tip jar on here too, which I put up. But, again, don't feel obligated. It's just there. I get to write your name down. Hold on. Let's see. And I can't do a ticker on this either. So it kind of, like, it sucks, because like some parts of StreamYards I like, and some parts I like this better. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, why can't they just mix the two? You know? What? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope so too. My bet, since I give them a lot of business, like I said, they're cool as long, because it was supposed to be next week, but it needs to go this week because her tail's really jacked up. So, yeah. So, I thought I had a little bit more time. I was exhausted on Saturday, actually. I don't know, I just was so tired I couldn't do anything. So, that was one of the days I was going to come on here and work. But, I'd have more of it. My insurance went up. Gosh, you guys, I don't understand that. Like, it's crazy. I switched so it would go down. It did for a little while, and now it's gone back up. It's like, what was the point of switching? I don't get it. Car insurance. Okay, so Mom 23 Kitties, thank you, sweetheart. Thought you were going to stick around for a reading, but I guess not. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see that before. I'm going to check TikTok real quick. When you enter chat on TikTok, not showing YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Go to live dashboard. I don't know why I just did that, because it didn't do anything. TikTok saying they can't see your guys's, so I don't know. It's supposed to be where you can see both of them, so that's kind of annoying. I don't see the point in that. Chat box. See? And the chat box is supposed to be there. It's not popping up here either. See, it's popping up over there, which doesn't make any sense. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to do it like this, but I can't see Shiznik. Like, who can see that? I tried to make it bigger and I can't. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do no chemo or nothing like that. I'd try natural stuff, unfortunately. Thank God it's nothing like that, but I don't know why this is chat box. That's what I'm trying to see. See, I could see the chat box. Like, why is it so tiny? Maybe fine to you guys. I can't see it. Like, I keep trying to make it bigger, and it won't go bigger. It's kind of dumb. I don't know. You know, being raised in the 80s, you kind of have to learn how to do all this. Can you guys can see that? Because I sure can't. And why isn't it showing, like, all of your guys' chat? It's so weird. I don't know. Oh, the ball's going off. Hey. Ball was going off earlier, and I told Tracy, and I was like, I think it kind of I think it's seeing my, like, stress. Like, I think it's seeing my stress right now. So I refreshed the chat for TikTok. Are you guys, like, in TikTok? No one's talking in there, but they're just, like, there. So when you're on TikTok, say hi. Yep, they went off. They've been going off since I was talking to you, Tracy, so I don't know. It does, and that's what I'm saying, and it's only showing you guys, it's not showing TikTok. And it's weird because the multi-stream side, you guys are on YouTube, and the other side, you're on TikTok. And I've seen other people that do it where it'll show TikTok, like, it'll show who's chatting from TikTok, who's chatting from YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, it'll go down the line like that, and it'll put where they're chatting from, but for some reason, I can't get it to do that. I know you can because I've seen it, but I can't figure it out. Like, I'm just over it. I'm over it. Like, hey, I actually refreshed the chat in TikTok because I didn't think anybody was. Yeah, and it's weird. It's only showing the chat on YouTube there. The balls, yeah, they were sleepy last night, for reals. So we're doing intuitive guidance questions for 25. I'm not gonna be able to sound huge, like, so late tonight. I just need to get something. And like I said, if people want to donate more, they're more than welcome to. And what did I say? I think I'm gonna move it down to 45 for mediumship, but again, it's only gonna be a few validations and like a message. Because if I do really long mediumship, I can't get to everything else. Cheyenne, stop. Cheyenne, stop. This dog. She's been doing that all night. It's gotta be, but I can't figure it out. I'm lucky I'm even here right now. Like I said, I was about to throw this thing, give up, and just come on one or the other. But I have followers on TikTok that I don't want to, like, ignore, and same thing with you guys, so I know I'm partial to YouTube, but so I cannot. I've tried the settings, like, I don't. I don't know. Multi-stream. Let me see. Multi-streaming. Confirm stream title game live option checked in the general tab settings. General settings tab. Okay, general settings tab. Confirm. Show configuration. See, I don't understand any of this. I don't know. I don't understand any of that. It's like show configuration dialog. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know what any of that means. I'm talking to the wrong person right now. I swear I just had deja vu. I swear in my dreams I've tried to do this before, and it probably worked out the same way. I know. I just know that like whenever I do mediumship, like I tend to go really long and I tend to get really drained. So that's why I have to start putting more boundaries and stuff on the mediumships on here, because people don't understand like how draining mediumship is. It's it's so draining for me, especially since I haven't been working that much. I'm kind of like just like running, right? When you run a lot, you get like the stamina, and when you don't, you kind of lose your stamina. And because my readings are usually in depth, like they just drain me kind of hella fast, especially since I'm tired anyways. Um, which I'm a lot better than I was, but I'm still not 100% on my. I think just like everything just drained me for so long that I'm trying to get everything back. Thank you. Yeah, please tap the screen. I can like are only 3 of you guys chat. Why are you guys so quiet on TikTok? I don't get it. Like, come on, chat. So, um, I don't know. Like, there's a rant I would like to put up because I have this huge idea of a rant that I wanted to put up, the astrology and everything, and I keep putting it on the back burner. And Spirit keeps wanting me to like put out visions that I've seen, in regards like predictions. They want me to put out all this stuff, and I just haven't. Because when I start ranting, I start ranting. There's a lot I want to say, but people on TikTok do it all the time and they go viral. So, but with me, I just get people that come and yell at me. So, shoot. I just realized too, I made my coffee with no ice. Yeah. I'm definitely not okay today. All right, Clorinda, since I don't have any, does anybody else want any readings and to get on the list? Oh, yeah. And it is St. Patty's Day. Damn it, I forgot about that. Neptune's birthday's tomorrow, I just realized. March 18th. So, now probably, like, nobody's here for St. Patty's Day. Oh, you're never too old for TikTok. I see 80-year-olds on there. They have channels and talk. So, never too old for TikTok. I think that people say that don't really, like, watch a lot of it or know what it's about. But you see a lot of older ladies on there. Oh, crap. I just saw a lady that was, I think she's in her 80s or 90s just telling stories of when she was younger. And you see lots of people commenting and stuff. So, I don't know. I like it. I think it's a good place. I don't like who's involved in it and the fact that it's like, yeah, he saved it. No, he didn't. So, no, I don't, that I, like, am all, like, to myself, right? I don't step out of my box for various reasons, because every time I do that, I get screwed over. So, I'm staying in my box, and I don't really work with a lot of different YouTubers. I have in the past. There's a few that I still kind of talk to and work with, but as far as stepping out of that box and getting help with it, there's nobody that I know. So, I stay in my box. I feel like it's safer here and that there's no drama. And then I don't get screwed over. So. Hey, it's fine, Trixie. People live their own lives the way that they want to live it, right? So I'm doing 25 minimum for intuitive guidance, and then 45 for mediumship minimum. You can donate more if you would like to. Like I said, I'm trying to raise the money for my dog's surgery tomorrow, but don't feel obligated. There's also a tip jar if you'd rather do that instead. But the link tree is pinned at the top, or in the bio in TikTok. My readings are pretty in depth. Now, when it comes to mediumship, I'm having to. It's only going to be like a few validations and a message, like, because I'm trying not to drain myself out and work. And that's pretty cheap. That's like half of what I charge for a 20-minute reading. So when I say mini mediumship, they're going to be mini mediumship. They're not going to be like they normally are, where I go for an hour or 30 minutes. I want people to understand that, because I know when people come on here, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give a message. If there's a message, I'll give it. But Spirit, they know. So, but Trixie, I mean, any way you want to, if you want to do an intuitive guidance reading, if you want a different kind of reading, if you would like just to donate a little bit, it's totally up to you. My dog Freya, she had Happy Tail, and it's kind of stressful to talk about it because I kind of blame myself. So she had Happy Tail. She was going to get surgery on it, but they said they were cool with just wrapping it. Well, she had gotten the wrap off, and I rewrapped it. Well, I guess I wrapped it too tight. And so I noticed she wasn't moving it very much, so I took the wrap off, and she got to it, and now half of her tail is gone. And the wrap that's on there, we can't get off. It has the wrap on underneath there that they put on, and I had put a little piece on top. It really didn't seem tight, but I'm thinking it's swollen and gotten tight. It's like tighter, and because it wasn't like that, so I'm thinking it got swollen. So because there's no blood flow or whatever. So she's saying like she didn't even want to try to mess with it today without putting her under and sedating her. So we were supposed to do it next week. I just made an appointment. I was like, I have a week to do this. I'll take her next week. I'll get it taken care of. But unfortunately, even though she's had a cone on, she got to it. But they wanted her in a bigger cone, but she couldn't even walk through the house in it. So tomorrow we have to take her and get surgery. So that's what's going on. So it's kind of like one of those emergency things. Yeah, my mom was in ICU. That's kind of like why I'm behind on everything, because I have to take care of her. I'm her medical person. So I was going to the hospital back and forth last week. But she's okay now. She's home. So as long as she follows directions and does what she's supposed to do, she'll be fine. But she was at diabetic ketoacidosis. She was in critical condition. Yeah. So, and I had a feeling that's what was wrong. But, you know how parents are when they try to tell you something else. Are there people talking on TikTok? Because I see 3 comments and just people joining and nobody, like, I don't know if I should refresh the chat or if they're just not talking. That's really usually not how it goes on TikTok. She'll be fine once I get this taken care of. Well, Trixie, that's very sweet of you. So, Freya, she's my little bully. I mean, she's only been up here a couple of times. She's a kind of high anxiety dog. So, well, she's not okay yet. She's got to have surgery tomorrow. So they're going to have to chop more of her tail off. She's really kind of sore right there because I couldn't get it off. They couldn't get it off because it's the kind that stick together, but she's just like not having it. So we need to sedate her to get that off and see what else we need to do. So I think it kind of got a little swollen because she'd hit it on things, and I swore like, yeah, she just has. I have never even heard of Happy Tail, guys, like seriously, but she's such kind of a crazy dog that she'll hit her tail and won't even know, you know. Yeah, well, my dog doesn't have diabetes. My mom has diabetes. My dog had the Happy Tail problem and has to have her tail like amputated and stuff. Also, if you guys want to support, I've partnered with Otter Spirit, as you guys know, like these, I absolutely love these. I wear these all the time. So, I mean, they are a little expensive, and I do get a commission off of them, but I wear these literally all the time. This is the Aquarius one, like they have a zodiac packs, and they also recently gave me this, necklace that's, to like show you guys, that's amethyst. So, yeah, no, don't do it on YouTube. Don't do any payments on YouTube. So go to I just pinned it at the top, so there should be a pinned link tree at the top that you can go to. Nope, no other dogs are licking her tail. She won't deal with that. She's not a very nice dog when it comes to her space. Yeah, you can do, so there's a link tree. Is the link tree still pinned? It should be still pinned at the top. So that's another way to help, or if you want merchandise, that's another way to help. Like if you don't want a reading, yeah, it's still pinned. So you just hit the pinned link at the top. So, let's see, TikTok is like hella quiet. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there, you guys, with TikTok. I know if I probably started doing readings, people on TikTok would show up. So we'll get to that in just a minute. And one day when I get situated and I get everything together that I need to get done, I will come on and do like some free spirit-led readings. I will do that. So, you know, if you haven't followed, you might want to follow for that. I don't know exactly when I'll do that, but like I said, that's a lot. That's draining for me, and spirit-led is something that I'm not great at, but I'm still learning how to do. And it has to be like after I've already kind of taken care of stuff, you know. So I have the energy to do it. Yeah. Yeah, and I've been doing a lot of research on diabetes as far as like a diet for it, exercise for it. Like a lot of people, I watch a lot of these doctors and read the comments, and a lot of people have been able to reverse it by just taking care of that kind of stuff. Not that everybody can, but it can be done, or at least, you know, do better with it. So that's what we're working on. She's going to have to change her diet, exercise, things like that. So, and also I'm trying to get my mom moved out here. So that's another thing I've been dealing with, is trying to get the plans for that and stuff. And I have no idea where my septic is, so I have to try to find that and get all those plans up, because she's ready to get out of where she is. Yeah, no, they don't feel it. Waterfall, that's the thing, and they will break it. And she had blood going everywhere in the crate, and that's when it was just like finally she had done it. You know what I mean? So yeah, they can definitely and she's a pity too. So you know, it's a thing with that breed, I guess. I know. I can't catch my breath, man. Because literally, I just had Xena. I just paid a bunch of money to have Xena's toe amputated. It's like one after another. Like, I could have had a little bit of room to breathe, please. I mean, I know that's the part of having animals, but I tend to just, it's like bam, bam. So I just had Xena's toe amputated. She's okay. And then the other night, the wind picked up that kennel. Thank God she wasn't in it anymore, and blew it over my fence because the guy didn't put it down good enough. And now I haven't been able to get my fence to work properly since. So Casper has had to time up for safety reasons, even though I got barbed wire too. And so I'm like stressed. I feel bad about that because he didn't leave or do anything wrong. It's just one thing after another, man. Yeah, I'm looking into keto. I'm looking into keto and a couple of supplements that diabetics are supposed to have, like magnesium and zinc, and there's another one. So I watch some natural doctors, and I read the comments on how people that have implemented it have done, and a lot of them have reversed it or lowered their A1C or all of that. So, and there's actually some doctors that there was a doctor in the comments saying that he actually implements it with his patients, and some of his patients have come off medication. So yes, if you do it correctly and you keep with it, you can. Which is what I'm trying to do with her, so she can at least feel better. Because I think so many medications, you know, does a lot to your body too. Yeah, so I've had a lot going on, needless to say, and I've had to stop the renovations on my house because, yeah, I have to work for a little bit. And yeah, that's basically what's going on. Yeah, I don't see, like, you guys aren't chatting on TikTok. It's like I've got 33 viewers there, but I don't see anybody. I don't know if I keep refreshing this chat if it's going to cause problems. I'm not really sure. Come on. After all that I did to get TikTok and YouTube going at the same time, and I have, like, literally nobody cutting over there. Yeah, no, it's actually no carbs, no starches, and no processed foods. And then exercising, and diabetics actually need magnesium, and they need zinc, and there's, starts with a C. I'd have to look it up again, but I watched a video on it. So, my mom takes magnesium anyways, but I've been doing my research because when I get her out here, we're both going on a diet because I have pre-diabetes. Because it runs in my family, like, heavily. So, yeah, no, there's 33 viewers on YouTube, and it says, I don't know if there's 33 on TikTok. I don't know what's going on TikTok because there's literally no one chatting there. It just says 33, but I don't know if it's just showing me YouTube's numbers. Like I said, this is new, and I'm not really sure that I like it. I'm not really sure that I like it at all. There's like nobody chatting on TikTok, which kind of upsets me because that's the whole point of why I did this. Yeah, and that's what I was kind of showing her. I was going over some. I think we're gonna get like a, what's it called? A book, like because I'm gonna be cooking and stuff for her. So, I think we're gonna get like a book with recipes, a recipe book. So, I've already found a lot of stuff online. Like I wrote down a whole thing for her to go like, cause she didn't want me to go shopping for her, but I already wrote down like all these things she could get. And there's even a recipe I found where you can make like microwave bread. You can be ready in like a minute. It's kind of crazy. And she likes all the easy stuff. So I'm trying to find easy stuff for her. And her stove, they still haven't fixed it. So she can't really cook like that. So it's tough. So I was trying to find her some good healthy snacks, but she won't implement it unless I'm there, to make it for her. So, yeah, I'll have to check it out. She's kind of picky, so I have to kind of also make sure she'll eat it, But I was going over, like, the snacks and stuff she could have and all that. So, Corinda, let's get to your question. Is anybody else going to want a reading? If you guys want on the list, let me know. I know that it's late and everything, and I don't know. I'm all stressed out now because I only had like me a huge message. Where at, sweetheart? Trixie. Yeah, it's a keto thing. I didn't even realize it was St. Patrick's Day. Like I wore yellow. I used to love St. Patrick's Day, but I think I just don't because I don't go anywhere and do anything. Well, and also there's you're supposed to like do like kind of like intermittent fasting too. So yeah, that's how my mom is. She's type 2, but she won't. All right. Are you wanting intuitive guidance or mediumship? Like I said, the intuitive guidance is minimum 25. If you want to donate more, you can. Don't feel obligated, but it's there. And 45 for mediumship, but it's like mini mediumship. So it's like a few validations and I don't think I can bring you up here. I don't know. I set it for that, but I actually I don't know, maybe I can. Well, I'll have to try it. I have the link for it. So I think I have the link for it. Yeah, 5 people on TikTok. I know. That's what I'm saying. I did all this for TikTok and I got 5 people. But whatever. I'm over it. I'm over everything tonight. I'm just fucking over it. Excuse my language. Just done. Done with it. So, Karen, are you wanting to do a reading too? You want me to put you on the list? And what kind are you wanting? I know, I'm going to have to cook for me and my mom, because I need to do it too. I need to do it too. Obviously, it runs in my family, and I'm already I don't want to end up like that, so I have to. So I told her, let's just do it together, And I think that's a lot of problems because of what's in our food and whatnot, like so many people have it. I usually don't do the what comes to you. Like, unfortunately, with questions, I don't do that. So just if you can take whatever you want, like, I need an area to go into. So whatever you're wanting intuitive guidance on, just ask the question. Or whatever you're needing help with on your life, just turn it into a question. That's just how I work. I have to have like a direct. I don't just pick up whatever, because it doesn't work like that for me that much. Sometimes it does, but it's like hit and miss with that. Okay, I got you, Rebecca. And Trixie, you wrote one on like YouTube, on PayPal. Is that what you're trying to say? Like you wrote a message and it didn't send, or you wrote it here and it didn't send? Yeah, just form whatever you're wanting to like ask about into a question. Like it can be even about, it doesn't even have to be about your life. It could be about like, I don't know, spiritual journey or whatever. You know what I mean? Have you had your cortisol checked? So there's a few things that can cause like weight gain. You know, as we get older, it makes it a little bit harder. So, cortisol levels, and make sure that anything that I give you, you check with your doctor or you research whatever. I always tell people that. So, because I don't want to be held liable, but cortisol levels, so ashwagandha, if you can take that, or something that lowers your cortisol. Magnesium is coming in for you, and vitamin D. Vitamin D only works really well if you have like the K2 added to it. Yeah, Rebecca, I got you. And do you do any kind of exercise right now, and do you watch your diet at all? Because I feel like even if you like are pretty healthy in the fact that I don't remember our last combo. Got what yesterday? Which one? Because I said magnesium, D3, and K2. But ashwagandha or something that lowers your I think your cortisol is out of whack. Do you currently do meditations? Because I'm feeling meditation, mindfulness, and something like, did we talk about vibration plates? Yeah. So even if you have a lot of allergies to your food, I would find a diet that's gonna be low. Like low. You don't have diabetes, right? Because you need fat with diabetes, but like you're gonna have to kind of watch more of what you eat in order to kind of lose weight if you're not on like a strict diet. Okay, so you just got it yesterday, so that's good. So when you start taking that, that'll help lower your cortisol. Don't take it during the day. Take it in the evening before you go to bed because it's gonna make you sleepy. But that should help you lower your cortisol level. Magnesium, there's a magnesium spray too, like instead of just taking it orally, that's supposed to help with this kind of stuff. So just try to find a diet that you're working around your food allergies, that's going to be like fat and, less fat, less carbs. If you can do intermittent like fasting, there's an app for that I just saw that I've seen a lot, helps a lot of people lose weight. So okay, but just, it's not that you're eating a lot, right? But it's what you're eating. And sometimes that's like in our genetics and stuff, so you have to work a little bit harder. But cortisol levels have a lot to do with it. And with the magnesium, yes, you take the orally, but there's a spray that people like spray on their feet and stuff that's supposed to help too with that kind of stuff. Well, you don't have to move a lot. So, check with your doctor if you can use a vibration plate, because you can literally sit on your couch and put your feet on it. I did it with my mom. It helps the circulation go, and it also helps the your lymphatic system, like draining your lymphatic system. So although you can't do a lot, that would be something like if you can't walk a lot or whatever, like you could literally sit on the couch and do that. So I was going to ask you about your hormones, because I don't remember, I know we had this conversation, but you have to remember that too. Like when your hormones are off, you're going to like fluctuate in your weight, and some people gain more and lose more. You're going to have to put a little bit more work into it. And if you pick a diet that is good for you, you're going to have to, because there's all kinds of diets out there, right? You have to find one that's going to have the foods that you can eat, and, you know, cut out the foods you can't eat and exchange it with something else. Okay. I wasn't sure if you got one or not. So how do you like that? You have to give things time. Like, nothing's magic, right? Food map diet plan? I've never heard of that before. But if she's saying that, she works in the medical field, so might check that out. No, not the glitter pickle. The vibration plate. So nothing's gonna be magic. Like, this is gonna take some time, girl. Like, we just talked about this. So, yeah, you're just gonna have to try to find something that, can you do celery juice or no? Are you allergic to celery? I know, I thought so, Marie, but I don't know. Usually I have more. It's just people aren't commenting usually on TikTok. So can you do celery, or are you allergic to that as well? Like, what are you allergic to? You can't do celery? Okay. You're just gonna have to go, like, find a diet, and whatever you can't do, then take that out of the diet, right? Or supplement it with something you can do. And I know it's gonna be a little bit of work, and it's gonna be a little hard because it's tough, like, you know, with some issues that you have. But look, without doing your vibration plate is not going to work overnight. It's going to take time. So give yourself some time and give yourself some grace. The biggest thing with losing weight has a lot to do with mindfulness as well. So if you're depressed, if you're a low vibration, if you're not doing like meditation or anything like that, or helping yourself like on a vibrational level, then that's going to help you gain weight. Clearing out your chakras is really good because our chakras connect to our medical issues. So remember that we are an energy body as well as a physical body. So it's not just all, I need to work just on my physical. You need to do mind, body, and spirit in order to kind of change things around for you. But I think a lot of it is genetic and your hormones. And once you get through perimenopause, it'll be a little bit easier for you. But yeah, I mean, give the vibration plate a little bit of time. If you can't stand on it, sit on it. It's fine. Start off slow, work your way up. It's not a miracle. And then, like I said, meditation, your spiritual body, important, right? And I've heard that. Can you do coconut oil or no? Yeah, it's not gonna work because of your hormones being out of whack. Because perimenopause, that's what happens with perimenopause, is you gain weight because your hormones are out of whack, right? So that's why it's gonna be an issue for you. It's not gonna. We can't do now what we used to do when we were 18. As we get older, things get a little bit, our metabolism slows down. Okay, I wasn't sure because I know that helps with hormones, so I needed to ask. So, you know, you're going to need to make a list of what you can and can't take. Maybe look up like diets for people with restrictions, or people that are allergic to a lot of stuff. I don't know. You're just going to have to do some research on what kind of diet, because I feel like you might have to mix some diets together, or you're just going to have to make substitutions. And I would look into the intermittent fasting. Okay. There is an app called Simple, and that will help you. And also these doctors on YouTube that I watch, like, they don't just talk about diabetes. They talk about other things too. How to help you lose weight, the differences that foods make, all of that kind of stuff. So, I don't know if you watch any of them. I don't know their names offhand. But if you just kind of Google, what are they called? They're like natural doctors. But if you put like what you're looking for in YouTube, it should bring some doctors up. Don't just watch them. Like watch them and then look through the comments and see if, because a lot of times people that do that stuff, they will go in the comments and they'll comment, and then you can see it's been working for a lot of different people. So, yeah, you do. I mean, it's gonna be work, Clarinda, but it'll be worth it in the end, because it's not like it's gonna be like, yeah, I know I watch a few of them and I cannot remember their names off the top of my head, but Spirit was showing me like the shows that I watch, so I think that they would be really good for you to check into. Yeah, okay. And yeah, holistic was the word I was looking for. My brain is not working today, but you can also type in like diets to lose weight, and then you can just, or diets to lose weight with restrictions. But really, if you're watching those doctors, they'll tell you like there's certain like things that go on in your body that can be worked on to kind of help other things. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a root issue. You have to get to the root issue. So Clarinda's just very sensitive because she's a high vibrational being. When we are sensitive to things that are here on the earth plane, it's because we're kind of high vibrational. Like if you're sensitive to medications and stuff, sometimes like star seeds are really sensitive to medications. Like I am. I'm sensitive to like pain meds and stuff. So I didn't, I have to take it easy with those just because it doesn't take much. It's kind of like the same thing with you. Like you're sensitive to a lot of different things on the earth because your body is just not adapted to the earth. Like it's not adapted to like being in like a human body. Do you know what I mean? And you have to remember too that like this is like a lesson that you chose to like come here with. But I really think it has a lot to do with you not like being from this planet, so to speak. So you're just gonna have to kind of implement different things. Now, I do think again your cortisol and your hormones are out of whack. Once you get that in whack, that'll be a little bit better. Doesn't mean you're gonna be like super skinny, right? I'm not saying that. There are Did we talk about the methylfolate last time when we were on here? When you asked me, did we talk about that? Because I think that's helped me lose weight. I don't know what else it would be. Yeah. Yeah, Cassidy. Oh, shoot. But have you been to like, I know you've been to like Chinese doctors and stuff, but there's like the energy healing I think will help you too. Like I'm not saying you're gonna be I just think there's something I can't like pull up with you, that it feels like there's like a lack of something, or your hormones levels are like, I feel like they're way off, and so that's not helpful. Cortisol, I mean, that's going to help you lose weight or gain weight if that's off. People don't understand how much cortisol even has an effect on diabetes, believe it or not, and so does blood pressure and things like that. So the thing is getting to a root cause of the situation. But it feels like there's like something that I'm not able to get, that like there's a lack of. Also, I wonder what your serotonin levels are. I just heard the word serotonin, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Maybe Google and see if serotonin has anything to do with that. Yeah, it feels like there's like something like I can't put my finger on it. Your thyroid too, right? So your thyroid, and people that have like issues with their thyroids, I think they run low on iodine too. Reiki on yourself is great, right? But having it done by someone else can sometimes be different, right? Not saying you can't heal yourself or anything like that. Yeah, adrenal fatigue. That I don't know if that's what I was getting at, but I think so. Because I keep going into, like, cortisol. Isn't that, like, connected to cortisol? Because I'm not a doctor, so I have to put the puzzle pieces together on what I get. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Okay, you're changing your antidepressants for serotonin. Okay, that makes sense because I heard serotonin and I wasn't expecting to hear that. So, I kind of agree with Broken Blue Bed on the adrenal fatigue as well. Do you meditate at all? I know you're like super, like you're spiritually inclined, but I know like I am like laxing on that. There's also binaural beats for healing. Put it on when you go to sleep at night, you know. Yeah. I agree with the adrenal fatigue. I think I was trying to think of the name of it, but yeah, the serotonin, I think that might change it. That might change it a little bit. Do you do like healing meditations or just regular meditations? Thanks for the heart. I don't know why. It's like nobody's chatting on TikTok unless I'm just not saying, hey, Barb. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not going to hurt you to, like, just put on some binaural beats when you go to sleep or something that are, like, healing. Or when you do meditations, like, throw a healing one in there. But I think the adrenal fatigue, like, that's clicking for me. Like, I couldn't think of the name of it. Like, I was trying to put my hand on, like, trying to put my finger on it because I kept going back to your thyroid. And I think the serotonin thing will help because I heard that. So I don't even know much about it. Like I said, I'm just trying to put the puzzle pieces as to what I'm getting and trying to figure out like what can help you. But there's try like the if you can the intermittent fasting. And like I said, there's an app called Simple. I don't know if you have it out where you're at that I just ran across that I was going to look into, but apparently a lot of like people that lose weight, they do like the intermittent fasting. Cuz I've been looking into that. So, yeah. I think you'll get there. Did we talk about the mexofoliate last time? Is that something you can have? Cuz I've noticed that it's helped me a lot in just my mental, like how I feel, my energy levels, sleeping better, and I swear I've like lost weight with it. So if you can have that, as something I will look into, that I have posted, but I don't know if you're allowed to have it. It's just a B12 or it's a B vitamin, like strong B vitamins. So, but look at the ingredients, of course. But I would check that out because it might just even change like it helps with like your mood and everything too, because like our mood has a lot to do with how we gain weight and stuff too, right? Like depression and things like that. So what okay, cool. I couldn't remember if we talked about that. I swear that we did, but I just wanted to make sure because it's coming up again that it might help like your mood and things like that, because when we gain weight, not only is it connected to our physical body but our mental health and stuff like that. So come on. Okay, Mila, my pen is not working. ILA. I don't know why I just can't have a pen that always works. It's always an issue. Everything in my life is an issue. I don't get it. I'm glad you're calling her grandchild now. Or grandma now. All right. So implementing those things and be patient with yourself, like, and try to, I know you do affirmations, but yeah, I mean, mind, body, and spirit health. Okay, so keep in mind, like heart chakra when you're feeling depressed, things like that, like your root chakra, like those are all things that you need to work on more. And yeah, doing Reiki on yourself is great, but make sure that you're like clearing your chakras, you're like changing your kind of thoughts and Gratitude is a huge thing when you're like in depression. Like when I start to get depressed about when things aren't going my way, I look around and say, well, I got a roof over my head, I got a car to drive. You know, I start being like thankful, and then I start doing affirmations and things like that. Talking to your guides, you know, about the way you feel. Yeah, self-love. So I think we wrote, like, right, I am divine love on your mirror. Like, take care of yourself in different ways, because when people don't understand, like, a lot of the time when we gain weight, it has to do with our mental health. And our mental health relates to our cortisol levels too. So cortisol, adrenal fatigue. I don't know what would help with that though. Like, and you're already working on the serotonin thing. You know, unfortunately, like I said, I think your body's a little sensitive for being here, and so it makes it a little bit tougher to figure things out, right? Yeah, so if you're feeling they're blocked, they probably are, because remember, your lower chakras are related to your gut. You're gaining weight. So if they're blocked, and if you can't get that removed yourself by doing Reiki on yourself, then you need to find somebody to help you with that. Maybe moving out some blockages, because we all get those like energy blockages. So removing those energy blockages will help. That's why I said root, because I heard it. So yeah, Spud, it is. They just said intermittent fasting is great on TikTok. Okay, Mila, did you also comment on YouTube? Sorry. Yeah, so check into the intermittent fasting, the simple app. I think that'll help you too. But definitely I would try to find an energy healer that can remove blockages, because I think you're right. That's why I said root. And now all that, your root and those 3 lower chakras all have to do with your like gut health and your gut. Also, gut health is another thing, coming to think of it. Probiotics, gut health, anything you can do to help your gut health is yeah, your gut health is off. So we need good biotics, and you know, gut health is a huge thing. So look into like some probiotics and gut health that you can do. There's lots of things out there. Make sure, you know, you read the ingredients and all of that. But people don't understand, like, we can get our gut health can be off. And I know, yeah, that's why I'm getting like probiotics, prebiotics, whatever. Like they have, I just saw a good gut health one on YouTube, on TikTok too. I just wonder how well it works. I don't know. But there might be something that you're missing with that gut health. I know that probably about 90% of the world has bacteria in their gut they're not supposed to have, like H. pylori. I know that I did, and I gained a lot of weight when I had that. Once I got rid of that, I started losing weight. So that might be something to check into as well. They do have a test for that. So yeah, that's why I said make sure you look up at the ingredients. That's why I'm saying that. So always check the ingredients, but there are, you know, different things out there. They're a little bit stronger. So just make sure you check out on the ingredients on anything that you take. But if you have not been checked for H. pylori yet, I would have your doctor check you for that. So, but your gut health may be off. It doesn't take much to throw it off, especially when you're already having issues. But I would, yeah. Well, that's why I'm getting the H. pylori. If it's not H. pylori, it might be something similar to that, because I had gained a lot of weight with that. And you know what? They thought it was like IBS or something. It wasn't. It was H. pylori. And a lot of people have it that have stomach issues and don't realize they have it. So it's something to, they can do like a blow test. They do that out here in the States. I don't know about there. So ask your doctor if you can just get tested for it. It's not going to hurt, you know. Also, they're showing, when's the last time you had your blood drawn? Because I don't know why they're showing me something off. They're showing me blood drawn, and then they're saying levels are off, but I don't know what levels are. Mila, did you comment on on YouTube? Yeah, and sometimes it's a bacterium, and I mean, you can get tested for that. Like, deworming is a thing for people too. So check out the ingredients and find a dewormer for people. Yeah, and sometimes it comes back and it doesn't go away all the way. So it took me 3 rounds of antibiotics with mine. So that's something, and the strongest antibiotics. So keep that in mind too. It might not be gone. So get retested. But they do have, like, a lot of people also have parasites and worms and stuff. I know it's weird to say, but we do. And they do have things that can get rid of that. But I would, again, check at the ingredients. Like, I think it's like black walnut or something like that. But if you can have that, find something else. So, it could be medications, yes. But the healthier you get, maybe your medications will lessen. That's the thing too. When we start taking care of ourselves, we start losing weight. Sometimes we can lessen our medications. All medications have side effects. We're kind of putting that, like the poisons into our body, right? So maybe at one point you can do a cleanse or something. Not saying now, but maybe at one point when you get better. You know what I mean? And apple cider vinegar is good for the gut too. That's what I'm getting. If you can have it, I don't know. But that kind of popped in my head, so I don't know. Can you do apple cider vinegar? Some people do these drinks like apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and something else. And if you can do that, that's another thing to like help you lose weight too. So I don't know if you can have the apple cider vinegar, but that's kind of coming in. It's a you can lose weight with it. It's apple cider vinegar, lemon juice. There's another one. There's another part to it. Just Google those and see what comes up. You can't take apple cider vinegar. What about lemon juice? Okay, lemon juice. There might be. Hold on, let me check something. Okay, lemon water. You can do lemon water, right? Yeah, but she's not able to do that, I don't think. But yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at but because it says lemon water can support hydration, boost metabolism, and increase weight loss. So it'll just help. It's not like a miracle thing, right? But I'm getting lemon. You can do lemon juice, right? Just do like lemon and water and just kind of like add that to your water and see if it helps. Because I was getting that. I was getting those two, but I wasn't sure if you were able to have like apple cider vinegar. Okay, lemon water, yeah. All right. I didn't think you'd be able to do any of that because you're just, you can't take anything. It makes it hard, I know. It makes it hard. Yeah, I couldn't remember what was in them, but for anybody else that wanted to use it is what I was trying to think of it. I didn't think she could. I thought it was more simple than that, but. Okay? Remember, it's not going to be a miracle. It's going to take time. It's going to take discipline and mind, body, spirit. That's basically where we're going. All right? Thank you. Okay. All right, yeah, because it's not going to be a miracle, but. And look for somebody to unblock the root chakra, because that's why you might be having some stomach stuff. All right, hope you wrote all that down, because I don't remember any of it. All right, Rebecca Jacobs, I got you. Where are you at? If you have to leave, please message me so that I can send you so we can talk through email and you can get your reading. You're welcome, sweetheart. Yeah. For a question, not mediumship. Sorry. So for intuitive guidance questions, what's about your life or whatever, it's $25. If you want to donate more, you can, but don't feel obligated. I'm just trying to. I have my dog I gotta take to the vet, so that's why I'm on here working. She's gotta have surgery tomorrow. Yeah. So, and I'm doing mini mediumships for $45, but they're like, oh, the ball's going off. It's only like, it always does that with TikTok. It's only like a few validations and a message. It's not gonna be like really long like normal, because I won't be able to get everything done. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Just if you do that, just tell me so I can put you on the list. Hey Haley, I see some new people that are not interested in the ball went off. Alright, where'd Rebecca go? Rebecca Jacobs. You're next. Rebecca Jacobs. Sorry, Cassidy and Mila. I can't even type in the chat. I don't know why. I need to figure this out better. Because I don't like the fact that you guys aren't, like, together. I'm okay. I've been better, I guess. I'm just, a lot is going on. That's all. Like, a lot. Like, too much. Too much is going on. And it sucks because I can't, like, put your guys' chat on the screen. I don't know if we like this. Do we like this? I don't know. We'll try it for a month, and if we don't like it, then I just won't. I'll just cancel it. Oh, I'm getting, like, pain right below my ribs all of a sudden. What's going to happen with my daughter Mariah, who lives in Kansas, housing situation? Is there a possibility she might come back and stay with you for a little bit? Make sure you guys validate in the chat so that because I feel like for some reason, I don't know if it's like for just a short period of time or because I keep seeing her like getting on a plane and flying back to you. So I don't know if she's gonna come to stay with you for a little bit. I can see that you say, "Are you about to see my chat?" That's what I can see. I didn't know if you answered because sometimes I think sometimes it like blocks what you're saying if you're not careful about what you're saying. I don't know. But I saw your question, what is going to happen with my daughter Mariah, who lives in Kansas, housing situation, and then you said, are you about to see my chat? And I was asking you if it's possible that she might come back and stay with you for a little bit because I keep saying, I don't know if it's just like a visit or for a little bit. And I'm answering it. You need to fast forward because it's 25. My question was, Rebecca, is it possible that she can come back and stay with you for a while? Because I feel like her getting on a plane and coming back to you. So I feel like at some point she's going to come back to you. Now, I'm not really sure if that's like short term or if it's just like between housing situations. But for some reason, it is like, I feel like she's leaving that housing situation for some reason. She might have to, though. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if she wants to or not. She might have to. Because I feel like, I don't know if it's like, I feel like she's going to be leaving that situation for some reason. Like, that's the way that it's coming in. I see. But what is going on with her current situation? Is she like having to leave? It's like almost like there's a reason she has to leave for some reason. Delayed. It doesn't feel like whatever housing situation she's at right now is going to work. So does she currently have a housing situation, or is she in the middle of switching housing situations? Because it feels unstable to me, and that's why I'm trying to understand what it means. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Can you guys see the live chat from YouTube? I know. Trying. Yep, people are always behind. Whenever you guys pay for a reading and you come back in, make sure that you fast forward, because it tends to bring you back to a delayed, like you get behind. So that's something you guys got to make sure that you're doing. And Nancy, if you're still here, thank you so much for the donation. People always get delayed. It gets kind of frustrating. Make sure that you fast forward when you come back. I guess I should have said that, but so now we kind of gotta wait. Okay, yeah, because I was hearing kicked out. That's why I was like, it seems unstable, and I was hearing kicked out, but I couldn't. I was waiting for you to get back. So that's why it feels unstable, and I don't think she's gonna find something right away. She might have to. The way that it's coming in is that she needs to come back and stay with you for a little bit, not for a long time, and you guys need to discuss what her next move is, because I feel like where she's at right now is very unstable and the energy isn't good. And I did hear the word kicked out. Now there are legal things that she can do to keep that from happening, but does she really want to stay in a place where she's unhappy? So that's the way that it's coming in, is that she needs to probably try to move out. And I know she doesn't want to come back home. No kids want to come back home, but say it's just for a couple weeks. We can figure out what you're doing. We can talk about it. That's the way that it's coming in. Spirit's showing me her getting on a plane and coming back to you. So for some reason, they're saying it's important that she does that. So whether it's for her protection, I don't know. But that's the way that it's coming in. She does not have to stay with you. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not saying move in with you. I'm saying come back to visit where you guys figure things out. Because, again, there's probably legal things that she can do, but I don't think that she really wants, or she's really good, like, really okay there. Because, again, it feels unstable, and I heard the word kicked out. So I think she will try to kick her out. It might be a fight to stay in, and does she really want to be in that environment? So if it's okay with you, Rebecca, this is about, like, her being more stable and being, like, safe. There's a reason that Spirit's giving it. Whether you guys take that advice or not, that's completely up to you. Like I said, everybody has free will and all of that. But this is just the advice coming from Spirit. It's not coming from me. They're showing me her getting on a plane and coming to you. So whether that's to get her out of a place where she's not safe, or to get her back to you to where you guys can discuss things and figure things out, I know that it's hard when you have older kids. They don't always want to listen. Yada, yada. I get it. I got a 20-year-old. But, you know, you might have to come have them visit for a little period if that's okay with you. Because that's what Spirit's saying. So, that's totally up to you on if you want to take that advice or not. And if she wants to take that advice. But it's coming in that way. There's a reference to 6 months. Not saying she's going to stay with you for 6 months. But she might not find something stable enough for that period of time. But does she really want her kids and a dog in a place where she's being threatened to be kicked out, and one day maybe things erupt and she puts her out and locks the door and her kids and her dog are outside? And then what? And she can't do anything about it for a little while because, say, it's on a weekend and the courts aren't open, and then what's she going to do? She's going to go to a homeless shelter? Do you see what I'm saying? Where she's at is unstable. There's threats of being kicked out, and sometimes people get away with things. So I don't have a good feeling about it. So, Spirit saying, you know, that's what they're showing me, that she needs to get on a plane, come back to you for a couple weeks, whatever it may be. I'm not saying move in with you for 6 months. I'm not saying move in with you permanently. I'm saying come back to visit so you guys can figure out what you're going to do next and what she's going to do next and start looking for places that way. I understand that. Is that something you really want to do, though? I mean, that's totally up to you if you want to do that. Is she stable enough for you to be able to do that? Like, is she going to pay it, or is it going to be solely on your back? You have to think of that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Co-signing isn't an immediate answer. Like, she needs to do something now. There's something, and I'm just going to say this, and I'm not trying to, I never fear my own girl, and I never try to scare anybody, okay? And I'm just going to throw this out there because I'm seeing it, and it's not going away, and I don't really know what it means, all right? But I keep seeing a fire, okay? I don't know if that's going to be in the area, if that's going to be in the house, what this is going to be, I don't know. But it's repetitive and it won't go away. So there's a reason that Spirit is like, she needs to get out of that situation. Whether something happens, I don't know. I have to say it because I'm seeing it. Not saying that that's going to for sure happen. But, you know, I don't know how to interpret everything they show me. That's just what they show me. So, exactly. You don't want to do that. So what are her other options right now? She doesn't really have any unless she has a down payment for a new place that she can rent, because it takes a lot to like rent places, right? If she's low income, maybe she can come back home and put herself on a low income place. Maybe she can find a cheaper place or cheaper area to live in, because sometimes places are more pricey. The thing is that she right now, we all need our mom at some point. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're 25, 35, 45, 55. It doesn't matter. If your mom's still here, sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need that to brainstorm. Sometimes we need that just as a friend. Sometimes we need that even if we don't feel like we need that. Even if you guys kind of butt heads sometimes, because I feel like you do. She can be a bit stubborn, and so can you. You know, it happens with mothers and daughters. It happens with children and moms. So, you know, because again, it's coming across as a warning. It's not stable. There's possibilities of things to happen. And so the first thing they showed me was her getting on a plane and coming back to you. Whether that's for 2 weeks, a month, whatever. She doesn't have to live there forever. Point is, it's an in-between place, a stepping stone, a place to where she can kind of regroup and figure out what she wants to do next. And if you're not going to co-sign for her house, whatever thing does she have to do, you know? And I'm with you, Barb. You know, we never know what tomorrow brings. There's a reason that it comes through, whether people want to listen to it or not. I don't usually push things. Thank you, Jenny, for the rose. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm streaming this on Streamlabs, and it's kind of weird. So I have to keep flipping back and forth. I don't know, can you guys see the live chat on the screen when they chat or no? Weird. I mean, I'm very thankful I have my mom. You know, still, for the time that I have her for. Do I hate asking her for help? Definitely. But we're always going to help our kids, right? And that might not be the answer you want, Rebecca. I don't know what to say. I feel like like within 6 months you could find something permanent. It's just like right now is not the time for whatever's going on energetically. Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna be her free will and if she wants to do that or not. But there's a warning. I don't know what the fire is about. I hope that it's not what it could be, but I don't know. I'm just telling you what keeps repeating. So I feel like that exactly. So whenever like our energy shifts and changes and we don't no longer fit anywhere, like there ends up sometimes the universe protects us, sometimes our energy just doesn't fit there and we go somewhere else where our energy fits. So usually when things happen like that, I agree with Broken Blood, it's for a reason. And it's just not the place for her and it's probably not the person for her, and you never just know about how people are and what they're going to do, you know? So people can be nice one day and not nice the next day. You just don't know. The thing is that like it doesn't have to be forever, like I said, or coming back. It doesn't. It just you guys can just get a plan together and she can stay there for a little bit. You can see your grandkids. Like it's not the end of the world. Rejection is protection and redirection. She's being redirected somewhere else. And again, like she might find something within 6 months. I'm not saying it's gonna be fully 6 months, but within 6 months, there's somewhere that she has to be right now, and it's not there. So, you know, there's a reason for all things, even if we don't totally understand why and all of that, but it's happening for a reason, and it's for her better good in the long run. Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never had spirit be like, showing me a kid your kid getting on a plane and coming right to you. There's a reason that she needs to do that. So, I don't, like I said, it feels very unstable where she's at. I heard the word kicked out, so she might try to kick her out. Anyways, even if she had like a legal leg to stand on, sometimes that takes time, and she's got kids and a dog, like you said. So I think she probably could if she's threatening. I think she might do that. And it's tough, you know, when you are an adult. You don't want to like depend on mom and be back with mom and all that. Like, who wants to do that, right? You know, all you can do, but make sure when you tell her that, Rebecca, that you say, look, this could be happening for a reason, and just come back for a vacation and we'll talk things out. Even if you have to be like, yeah, we'll talk about the cosign, you know? Tell her, like, we need to talk about the details. Not that you will, like decide to do it, but you guys can talk about it, right? Maybe you can come up with another option. Maybe you can help her instead get into, like, instead of buying a place, get her into, like, a place she can rent for herself. Until she gets on her feet or whatever. You know what I mean? So exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like coming back and talking it and you guys making a plan, because what I'm concerned about is she's gonna be on the street and then what? Or something happens and then what? So, you know, I did it too. Like I ended up moving with my mom for a little bit, and thankfully that I had her when I had my son when he was little, and she was able to help me do that as I worked. Like I didn't want to, but I did, and sometimes it happens, you know. Um, yeah, she should just leave before there is an eviction. I agree with that, Tracy. So, you know, like I said, just tell her, come take a vacation. Let's sit and talk about this. Let's talk about your next move. You don't have to stay. No, you know, I'm not telling you got to move back in. I'm not trying to control your life. You know, just come here. Let's take a break. Let's see what our next move is, right? Maybe she can find. Maybe you guys can find like a cheaper area or something. You know, you do your research together, look at things together that'll help you bond. So I mean, that's the way it's coming in. You guys can take the advice, or I know you can't make her do what she doesn't want to do, but I feel like if you word it the right way, you know. Danny, the reading is on YouTube right now. I'm streaming from. I can't get like you guys on the same thing, so you guys should be able to see the chat up here, but I don't know why it's not working. So I don't know if I like this. I'm doing Streamlabs and it's streaming from YouTube to TikTok, and I don't know if I like it. Yeah. I don't want to be a grown-up anymore either, Barb. My concern is the fire. Like, I don't know why they kept repeating that. So, again, and I don't ever want to like stress anybody out, but the thing is like I see things for a reason, and it could be just a warning, like it could, you know what I mean? So you're welcome, Rebecca. Can you let me know how it turns out, please? I'd love to hear how it turns out. I think, like I said, if she does this and you guys talk it out and everything, she will find something within 6 months. I'm not saying exactly 6 months, but within that time frame. And I think you guys will find a good place for her that she can afford. So, things happen and we get thrown into other situations. Again, she's being redirected in a different way and protected. So, you know, gotta be thankful for that, right? Alright. So hopefully that was helpful. I know it was kind of probably not what you wanted to hear, but alright, Cassidy I think is next. I hope I'm saying that right. You're getting wires? Okay, yeah, Broken Blue Light's getting wires and I'm getting fire. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's something weird. I don't know. It's happening for a reason. Oh, I got the chills. It's happening for a reason, okay? Just saying that. Like, sometimes when things like this happen, we don't want them to happen, but usually it happens for a reason. So, so you just get on the list. It's $25 for intuitive guidance. I am doing 45 mini mediumships, so it's just like a few validations and the message. It's not anything long, because I'm trying to get to everything tonight. And that's it. You tell me you want it, I put you on the list. That's it. The link tree is pinned at the top or in TikTok on the bio. And that's it. It went off earlier. Yeah, I was waiting for that too, but it went off right before that question, so I don't know. And if you want to donate more for the dogs, you can. For the dog surgery, you can, but do not feel obligated. That's I should have added that to the title. All right, Cassidy, are you here? And then Mila is next. And then, am I missing anybody? Mila, it says you, but I say on TikTok now. So I don't know if that was, you were saying, are you on YouTube or TikTok right now? Because you're after, Cat. I want to say it's Cassidy. I don't know. I can't write. I can't read my writing. Okay, you're on TikTok. Okay, I'll come back here in a minute and give you your reading because Cassidy is next and then you. Okay? There's something. Spirit don't show me fire for no reason. Just saying. I hope I'm wrong and everything. Like I'd love to be wrong about those kind of stuff. I don't gotta be right about that, you know? Where is Cassidy at? Or yeah, Cassidy. I think it's Cassidy. I hope I'm not saying her name wrong because I wrote it kind of funky and my pen was running out of ink and I really can't read it. Casidee, I think. Oh, there you are. You asked and I missed it. Sorry. What should I know about my boyfriend love life? Like, are you asking about like your love? Like, are you currently with somebody? I just want to make sure I understand the question correctly. Sorry, I missed your question earlier. I actually think I saw it and then I went bye. Okay. So are you currently in a relationship? Or are you asking about one that's coming up? Yeah, I know. Make sure that after you guys pay that you like hit the fast forward to get to the like catch up. Okay. My wings are tingling, Tracy. Why I do readings like my wings, or like my back tingles. It's so weird. I never used to happen before. Has there been like some issues lately, or like kind of like a little bit of ups and downs? issues with maybe communication. Okay. Because I'm getting like that feeling of like kind of like a roller coaster and like a communication issue. So I don't think this is gonna be long term. If you guys can't figure out like your communication issues, or you're butting heads a lot, or there's a lot of issues, um, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Is it the trust issues from your side or his side? Cause is he a little like controlling or possessive? Sorry, I'm not trying to put all your business out there. Um, Because the biggest, like, a relationship will never work if the communication is not fixed and the trust issues are not worked on. You cannot be with somebody that you don't trust, because it causes that feeling of insecurity, which then causes people to be possessive, which then causes people to be controlling, which then causes more communications. It's a vicious cycle. Do you know what I mean? So if you guys can't work on that communication and trust issues, no matter what their reason for them, then it's not going to work out. Like, if you guys both put the time and effort into working on that, and that's something that you can fix, okay, but a lot of times people aren't going to change. Cause people can and do work on their issues and do better, and they can thrive if they both, if they get like the help with all that they needed. Okay, that's a big red flag. That's what I'm getting, like, red flags all over the place. Kind of controlling and possessive. He also wants kind of controlling with my kids, or at least he tries to be. Because there's a difference when, like, he's kind of helping you, but to be, like, controlling with your kids, no. You're the mommy first, and he, like, steps in to help. Like, there is no. I do not get a good vibe, because the whole, like, that's what I'm getting, like, possessive and controlling. You don't want a man that's possessive and controlling, because it's not going to get any better, especially around your kids, because you have to think, like, you don't want your kids being raised around that, because a lot of times controlling and possessive turns into abusive, and it might start off as emotional abuse, and then it might start off, then change to physical, and you don't want that. I'm getting red flags all over the place. And so that's totally up to you on what you want to do with your relationship, but I would kind of be done with this, just for the safety of you and your kids. And controlling possessive is always a red flag, okay? You can always do better than that. You need somebody that's going to be on your team, going to be 50-50 with you, instead of I'm the boss and you do as I say. And, so you have to know that you deserve better than that. It will affect your kids. So, knowing somebody, back in the day, I dated somebody that was like that, kind of, and, he did end up kind of being abusive. So, it is something that kind of runs hand in hand, and once they kind of get their hooks in you, that's when they show their true colors. But, yeah, it doesn't matter if you have a baby together. It doesn't matter. So, people always think that they have to stay in controlling relationships, or people that are like he is possessive because they have a kid together. That doesn't matter. Like, sometimes we just have kids together just because we're supposed to have that gene pool of our kids. Like, that's who that baby chose to come to. But if you aren't happy and things are not going right, and there is no changes happening, and it's turning into, because what is control and possession turn into? It turns into anger, and it turns into more. It's not something that goes away. It continues to escalate until it gets worse and worse and worse. Sorry, I work crime. I see it a lot. I've seen it a lot in my own life. You got to recognize kind of the red flags. So it's okay to walk away from a relationship. You don't need a man to raise your children. We're women. We can do that ourselves. I know. I was a single mom. We definitely can do that ourselves. Don't stay in a relationship just because you have a kid together. Like, that should never be the reason why anybody stays in a relationship. You stay in a relationship because it's healthy and because you love one another and because you're a team. That's why you stay in a relationship. And if you are not having that situation right there, then you need to kind of rethink things. You can always go to, you know, therapy and stuff like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on the free will of the people, involved. I think even if you got married, it would get even worse. Like, I don't know. Just don't marry this guy. But I just don't see this as being like a healthy relationship for you. And they showed me like the not fraying, so that usually tells me like a relationship isn't doing very well. It's kind of like fraying away, because it's the knot is symbolic of a relationship to me. But that's not something that like I would focus on. I would focus on healing from this relationship after you decide what you want to do with it, because it's your choice in the long run. You just have to decide what makes you happy. You have to decide, where what your worth is. Is someone treating you what your worth is and what your value is, or are they not treating you that way? So that's what you have to decide. And if they're not treating you for your worth and your value, and they're making you feel a certain way, and they are controlling and possessive, like that's something like you have to decide if that's what you want, because it's not going to get any better unless work is done to get it better, and people don't change anyways. So the thing is you're going to have to heal from this relationship once you decide what you want to do with it, whether that's get rid of him or whatever. That's totally up to you. Then you just focus on you and your kids. Because the thing is, I understand that it's hard to be alone sometimes when you're younger and stuff, and when you have kids, like you don't think you can do it for yourself. But you can. You can do it for yourself. So, you don't need a man to come in and raise your kids. And sometimes as single parents, as moms, we need to raise them by ourselves for a little bit. I feel like in the future, when your kids are older and you're more grounded and you're more healed, yes, you will find somebody that will. But remember, you're attracting your vibration. If you're low vibe, you're going to attract a low vibe. You're going to attract the same type of man over and over, because you're looking for that love in all the wrong places. So the story says. I've been checked out for a while now. I just don't know if it's fixable or what to do. I don't think you can't fix him, right? So is his personality going to change? Is he willing to go to therapy, or is he kind of narcissistic and doesn't see where he's doing anything wrong? If you're checked out, that tells you that the love is Hey, Carrie. All right, sissy, I got you. My pen isn't working very well. So if you're checking out for a while, that tells you that, you don't really love him that much. So why do you want to go through the hassle of it? You have to choose happiness for yourself and your kids. You have to choose the best environment for you and your kids. If your kids are seeing someone that's kind of controlling and possessive, and, he feels that way because, I have one kid with you, and I can be that way with all of them. I think you have to understand where your value and worth is, and not settle, because right now you're settling. If you're checked out of a relationship, then it's just best to end it. I don't feel like there's anything that could be fixed here, because I don't think he's going to change, and I just don't think the love is there. I think you need to work on yourself and just be there for your kids. Build a life with your kids. You will love it. They grow up so fast. My son, I wish I could go back. I try to go back to remember when he was 7, 8, 5. I have such a hard time doing that because it flies by so fast. He's the only one I got. And I would give anything to have that time back. And there was times that I spent with men that I wish I now look back and wish I would have spent with him. So, our kids need us more than ever right now, especially in this world that we live in. And I think in the future, when they're older, when you're more grounded, you're higher vibration, you love yourself more, that you'll find the right person. Right now, with the low vibration, you wouldn't anyways. Not find someone just like him. So Yeah, that's usually how it is. They usually do backtrack. They only change for short periods of times, and then they, you know. So, I mean, it's up to you. If you guys want to go to, I, I always tell people, you can always go to therapy. But I tell people this: rejection is protection and redirection. That comes with all relationships. And sometimes there's something better waiting in the wings down the road. And sometimes it's just we leave relationships so that we can grow on our own and grow with your kids and whatnot. So, you know, I can't tell you what to do, because the big thing about relationship readings is you have free will. He has free will. This is just guidance for your highest good, right? But you still have to live your life and choose and decide what you want to do. So you need to really sit down and make a list of pros and cons of your relationship and pros and cons of him. You can give it one more chance and say, let's go to therapy. And if he backtracks again, that's it. You know, have boundaries. But honestly, it doesn't feel like it feels like you just came together to have a baby together, and that's just how it needed to be. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes men are just, I mean, sometimes we just don't vibe with people. Like, you're at a different vibration. So, that's what I'm getting. Good luck. You'll have to let me know how it turns out. I think you'll be much happier if you were to leave. But again, you know, you can be like, hey, we got one more chance, and try it. And I think sitting down and writing down a list of pros and cons on the relationship and on him is going to open your eyes a little bit. Is what Spirit's showing me. So I would try to do those things. But if you're checked out, I mean, you're checked out. You know what I mean? If you're checked out, probably time to just focus on you and your kids. I mean, that's how it feels to me, and I think you'll be much happier for it. We sometimes don't feel like we'll be happy alone. It does take some getting used to, but shit. Let me tell you, the drama I put up with men, I've been single for 12 years, and I am so much happier than I was in any of my relationships. As much as I loved my husband, there was too much drama and too much hurt and pain that, yes, I had to learn and grow from it, and it caused my awakening, but would I, like, pick that again? Probably not. Like, I just can't deal with the drama and the immaturity and the just, you know. Does that mean they're all like that? No, but I got used to you get used to it. You get used to being kind of by yourself. And, like, I worked the rest of my time after those situations and raised my kid by myself. And, you know, we went out places, we did things, we had a lot of fun, and that's how we made our life. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I was glad that I took that time to be with him as he was growing instead of focusing on somebody else. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like the best thing for you to do is, I know it's hard being a single mom, but you can do it. We can all do it. Women are strong. We're stronger than we give ourselves credit for. Exactly. Sometimes we don't need an extra child or extra drama or extra bullshit. You know, the thing is, if you're already checked out of a relationship, it's going to be really hard to build it back and build back those feelings. Because you already feel kind of a certain resentment for someone. You know. Alright. Alright, Cassidy, I hope that helped. I do feel, like I said, later on in life, higher vibration, right? Your kid's a little older, you're more self-love, you're more there. I see you smiling, happy, and I do see you meeting someone that's going to be better off for you down the road. That'll be more your level. Higher vibration. So, well, thank you. I'm glad that you say that. I hate telling people that about their relationships. I don't like telling, like, this kind of stuff, but it's not me, it's Spirit, so your guides are right about it all. And again, you can make your own decision. But I would start with, like I said, the pros and cons list. See how it goes. See what you think. But you already know deep down, so, you know, you have to decide what you want to do. Okay. Sorry, sometimes I just ramble. But I'm glad you feel that way, because I don't like giving relationship readings like that. All right, Mila, I got to go to TikTok for this one, because that's where she's at. She was on here, and then she left. She's over here. All right, Mila, you here? Am I saying your name right? wrong with my pen? You have Mila and then Cece. And I don't know if Nancy left, but I guess she texted me. I can thank her for her donation. I think she did leave, though. Which one, your path or your love life? Because your path can be your career or whatever, like, or is it your path in your love life? Your current life, path, and love life. So, which one do you want? Because I feel like until your current path, are you current with somebody or no? I don't feel like you are. Okay. Are you single? Because you feel like you're single, but I don't know. Sometimes when I feel that, like, it just means it depends on. Okay, I thought so. Okay, so your current life path is what you have to focus on, and in that, when you get to a certain level, that's when you'll bring in the love partner. Okay, so we'll get to that because it's gonna lead one thing leads to another. All right. So, your current life. I keep wanting to go to your career. Have you been focused more on like your career or something like that? Because I keep going to like your career or how you make money, and I feel like a level up or a step up. And I feel like that the career is where you need to be focused at right now. Like once you get focused on your career and you get more stable, then everything else will fall into place that you want. If that makes sense. Because a lot of times we have to focus on those types of things first before the other thing comes across our path. So I feel like you've been really focused on like, making that money and growing. So there's a leveling up that's coming or a step up in whatever you're doing, promotion, step up, level up, that type of thing. Does that make sense to you? Okay. See, do you know if like there's a leveling up? Have you like started to kind of see the change, or I feel like there's also like the pay capabilities of making more money too. It's coming in. It's weird. I feel like do you do it's almost like you have like a normal job, but then you might do something else on the side. Like I don't know why I keep getting like influencer with you or something, or I don't know if that's just something you want to do. Because I feel also like, because that's why I keep saying leveling up, but then I keep going back to like you might do something like more business like. Keep getting you more like I don't know if you have your own business or entrepreneurial kind of feeling, or that's something that you want, but that's kind of coming in around you. I don't know if that makes sense. Sorry, we get symbolism. We gotta kind of put it together. Symbolism and feelings, I guess we could say. Okay, that's what it felt like. So you do want to be an influencer or the business. It kind of goes hand in hand anyways. But you're doing a normal job now. Okay, that makes sense because I felt like you were doing a normal job, but then I also felt like there was like influencing and like entrepreneurial stuff going on. So, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for validating that. I was like, am I going crazy? Why am I getting two different things? Because I keep wanting to say whenever I went to like the influencing thing, like I was like, that's where I was getting the leveling up at. So that might kind of take off with something. The normal job I also feel is going to get better, whether you make more money or you go into a new position, but there's going to be some kind of step up in your normal job too. But then I also feel like with your influencing or business that you want to do is also gonna level up as well. I don't know if you currently do manifesting, but I think it would really benefit you, like seeing what you want and managing it and putting it into existence and all of that. Okay, that makes sense. So are you wanting to like use the chef into like influencing, like having like your own cooking influencing stuff and eventually making some kind of business out of it? It all feels like it kind of rides together. Okay, that makes sense. It's like it all goes together, but it doesn't right now, but it will. Cuz it's like I keep getting your normal job, the influencing, and then like a business. So somehow you're going to make a business out of it, whether it's cooking utensils or a cookbook or something like that. Like you'll have like your own brand. But I think you're going to take like your chef and you need to start, as far as the influencing is concerned, you need to start pushing more on that. Because I hear the word viral, so I think there might be something that you make, whether the way that you record it or whatever, it could help you do that. I don't know if you're not putting enough effort or time into it right now, but now is the time, astrologically, I feel too, for you to do something like that, and possibly that could happen. So, it's all in how we like record things and put them out. And the more that we put out, the more that people see us, and the more that we evolve in that way. So, there's somebody that I actually watch. She's not a chef, but she cooks, and she cooks like she didn't even really plan to like be an influencer, but she started cooking in her in like her kitchen. And so she cooks in her kitchen, and she has like her kids and her son, and she does other things, right? And I follow her on YouTube, and she has like, I think she has like 1 million on here and like 400,000 on YouTube, and all she does is like cook, and she's like people like her, like she's, so you have to have that charisma too with it, right? Like, and the way that you present things and the way that you do it. I know it's a little bit with editing and camera and all that. So I feel like you really need to get going on all of that stuff. And I don't know if, like, as far as a chef, if there's a, like, promotion, like, I don't know. Sometimes, they have the chefs that, like, look over the other chefs, or, like, just a change in schedule or just more money or whatever that may be. But find ideas on how you want to build your platform and get to working on it, because it's coming across like eventually you'll be able to do that full time, and have your own business full time, because you're like, it's how you brand yourself. Like, I feel like you have ideas for like things you could sell that would really benefit you, like whether it be cookware or a cookbook or your recipes, you know what I mean, or an apron, something like that. Or even at one point, like different healthy meals. Like, I feel like with healthy ingredients, like that's something that's coming in too. I mean, you could go all different ways with this, right? But you just have to put the time and effort into it. And it's hard when you got a normal job. But I think eventually you're going to do what you really want to do, and you're going to build your dreams. So, manifesting is a good thing to do. So speak into existence what you want, see it, work on that. That'll help bring it in. No negative thoughts when things don't work out. Just continue on. So your life path is good. So you're doing exactly what you like to do, as long as you love doing it, as long as it's your passion. I always tell people your passion is your purpose. And so that's perfect. I don't know why Spirit didn't show me food. Maybe they didn't want me hungry. But I think we got to the bottom of it. So I think within the next 2 years, you might meet somebody, and that's where your love life is going to go. But right now, your focus is on yourself and your career and growing and growth. So you're exactly where you're meant to be. That makes sense? It's about taking your skills and monetizing them. Thanks for the follow, Elise. See, I don't know why it's not like showing up on, I don't know, I gotta figure this out. I don't have this figured out completely yet, I don't think. Perfect. You're gonna have to let me know how that goes. Yeah, there's gonna be someone coming in the next couple years now. Timeline shift, alright? But it's almost like when you you get to where you need to be with your career, that's when somebody pops in, because you're at that high vibe and you've just accomplished what you need to accomplish. Focus on what you need to focus on. Now you can focus more on a relationship, because right now you don't have the time to focus on a relationship. You know what I mean? So it'll come eventually in the right timing, divine timing. I don't see him that well. I just feel like he might have darker features because he's a little ways off, but it's coming down the pipe. But right now your focus is this. Okay, so you'll have to let me know how it goes, and I will try. If you go viral, let me know. Let me see that video. Of course, if you go viral, I probably will, right? All right. Cece, is that the next one? Is that how you say your name? It said Rebecca. Cece, Rebecca. You're welcome. I'm excited for you. Get going. Get working. I know I need to take my own advice on that. Oh no, where did my YouTube go? I don't see any of you guys on here now. Are you guys still there? What the fuck? Oh god, I hate these kind of questions. Hold on, my YouTube comment on YouTube, guys, because you're missing. I don't see any of your chat. I don't think I'm doing this right. Okay. So you're saying again, so he's done this before? I hate these kind of questions because I always think that people are going to run to the person and be like, a psychic told me. But if he's done this before, more than likely, I hate to say it, once a cheater, always a cheater. And I know you were forgiving the first time, girl, but, I think you know this already. Like, you're asking Spirit something that you already know. Like, you know that you kind of have that sort of toxic relationship, and you cannot change his personality. You cannot change how he is. He's got he's got some problems. See, he's a little narcissistic. It was like everything's about him. I know, I just don't like to do these types of readings. I don't like giving people bad news, and I don't, okay, yeah, a lot, yeah, well. Girl, you need to run. Just be done with it. You can't change him. He's not going to stop what he's doing. He doesn't care, because narcissists don't have empathy for anybody else but themselves. It's very hard to make a relationship with a narcissist work. And I do think he is cheating with probably more than one person. I hate to say that. I'm getting the reference to 2. Sorry. But you already know this. You guys. You deserve better. You need to understand what your value and your worth is, and this is not it. You deserve so much better. Don't just stay out of you're comfortable, you're afraid to leave, and sometimes I understand that it's hard with finances, but make it work. We're women, we're strong, we can do whatever we want to do, and that's why I always tell people, never depend on a man, because you never know when you want to leave. So always make sure you have your own stuff, because you never know what's going to happen. Because a lot of times in readings I get people that I can't leave because I don't have no money, I can't, you know what I mean? Have people you can reach out to as well. But yeah, no, he's just like, this, so like, he's not good for you, dude. Like, you deserve so much better. You have to learn, you have to know what your worth and your value is. You deserve more than this. I mean, and you're stressing yourself. People stress themselves out all the time when a man is doing something like this. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? And you're always going to be paranoid. Like, you're never going to be able to enjoy a relationship. And plus, he's a narcissist anyways. Like, he's doing things and he doesn't even... have you seen any bills for lingerie or anything weird like that? God, I hate these types of readings. Why you guys gotta ask me these love questions? I'm like... More glitter pickles, less men. They don't talk back. You gotta worry about them running off somebody else. So I mean, I really just think, you know, you gotta do that. Gotta get with that self love and self appreciation, and know your worth and know your value, and know that you deserve more than just wondering what he's doing all the time. Because, you know, it's not cool to you. It's not right to you. It's disrespectful to you in your relationship. You deserve better. So that's up to you. But you should have ran like yesterday. Because he's not gonna change. He's not gonna quit. He only thinks of himself. You know, typical narcissist slash empath relationship. So you might want to research into that a little bit. And it was from Dillard's, and he doesn't shop there at all. Yep, because I saw Spirit was holding up lingerie to me. So, okay. Well, he does now. Either that or he gave somebody his card to. But you already know. I mean, you didn't need to tell me. Or you didn't need me to tell you, or Spirit to tell you. You know. You just have to act on it and understand that you're worthy of so much more. And it's time to be done with it. I know it's easier said than done. I know it hurts. I know it's hard, but rejection is protection and redirection. You're being redirected in another direction. It's time to go find somebody else for yourself after you love yourself and you get to a higher vibration. Because remember, if you're in a low vibration, you go looking, you're going to attract the same person, same type person. So, time to love yourself, do for yourself, be free, and, you know, just live your life. And quit worrying about what he's fucking doing. Because there's always karma. You know, don't be going slashing tires and holes and no tires or nothing, okay? I got that song, I got that Carrie Underwood song in my damn head. And I know we're kind of canceling her, but... So hopefully you're not running that in your head. Because I know anger. I know you have. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting that song in my head. You thought about it. See? I'm telling you, I get it. Spirit tells on you guys. Tells on you guys. Lets me know. So I wouldn't do that because it ain't worth no charge. He ain't worth it. He ain't worth it. Karma will get him eventually. He ain't worth it. So. Alright. Promise me you'll do better by yourself. Yeah, she said she thought about it. Well, then do it. Deliver his clothes to his job, throw him out the window. I don't really care. Do it. Do it already. Burn some stuff. Shit. Have a party in the yard. Not saying burn all his clothes, but, you know, pick a couple of them. And, get any letters or pictures or anything, burn those too. It's time for cleansing, man. No better time than eclipse season, and right now, you know, unfortunately, with Venus in retrograde, you're going to have people that are breaking up, but the truth is coming out about it. You're going to have, in Mercury retrograde, you're going to have people that are coming back into your life, or you're thinking about your exes and all that stuff. It's a crazy freaking astrology thing right now with Mercury and Venus both in retrograde. But so what if they both lose their jobs? I'd like, I'm kind of petty, but I'd be like, hey, do you know they're having an affair? To whoever needs to know about it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Don't do it. Yeah, karma will come back. I don't have great ideas. Don't be going and doing any of that stuff. just walk away. Just walk away peacefully. Take his clothes however if you want to drop him off at work, drop him off at work. Who cares? You know? With a note attached, you know? Here's your clothes. Go move in with your girlfriend. Or your... God, I'm not... I don't want to say what I'm thinking. It's probably what you're thinking. Kelly, did you get on the list? I didn't see you get on the list. Yeah, you probably are exhausted because anything that when you're going through stuff like this and you're always like fighting with someone, you're always wondering if they're cheating on you. It becomes exhaustion, and no one should have to live that way. But the people, you're staying there and you're allowing it. Time to and get out, get on with your life. You'll be so much better and happier, once you self-love. After this, go take a spa day on his credit card. Or do that first, one of the two. I would. Take a spa day on his credit card and then go take him his clothes. Yeah, no matter what, he's a narcissist. And you can't change how somebody is. They're not gonna change. He's not gonna change. He will always keep lying and he will always keep doing it. Look up narcissist empath and look up what a narcissist is. And, if he loved you, he wouldn't have done it the first time. Period. When you love somebody, you don't go cheat on them. So, yeah, you know what I mean? That's not love. That's not respect for the relationship or you. So, yeah, because he's a narcissist. We have a president that's one right now that lies constantly. That's what they do. They lie all the time. No matter how much proof you show them, they are narcissists because they can do no wrong. You don't need the drama and the stress anymore, girl. Just be done with it. It's not worth it. It's not worth wasting your life over this drama. You'll feel so much happier. Like I said, take his credit card, go have a spa day, and then drop off his clothes on the way back. And then have a burn party in your yard or something. Narcissists will always lie, and they won't change. It's something that it's their psychopath, their psychopathy. They can't. It's who they are. And they'll always be about themselves. They're not going to care about your feelings. They're not going to have empathy towards your feelings. They're not going to care if they're hurting you. They're just going to do what they want to do. It's not going to change. Hasn't changed yet. It wasn't changed after the first time. He probably love bombed you and was like, oh, I'll do better. I'll never do it again. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. They never keep up with that shiz. Yeah, I'd probably go for a spa day on his dime first. You're welcome. Good luck to you. Be strong. Know that you deserve better. Know your worth, okay? Get back to that self-love and you don't need him. You don't need anybody to treat like that. Time to work on yourself, girl. Time to work on yourself. You'll feel so much better when you do. Trust me. Whether it be, a new health routine, a meditation, a salt bath, spending time in nature, going on a trip, exercising, whatever it may be. It's time to self-love yourself. Start saying self-affirmations because you need it. We get beat down so much by relationships, we forget. So, don't, gotta cut out like the codependency on him and just, he's not worth it. Not worth it. If he respected you and loved you, he would have never done it in the first place, let alone the second. And you wouldn't even be questioning a relationship. I always tell people, if you always question if someone's cheating, they probably are. If you always question the relationship, there's probably a reason for it. Rejection is protection and redirection. Yes, you need to learn the lessons, but in the end of the day, it's time to fly. You need a glitter pickle. More glitter pickle, less men. You need a glitter pickle. Get you one of those, Adam and Eve. Those work wonders. So much better sometimes. Okay, I'll shut up now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Kelly, I didn't have you on the list, girl. So, yeah, there's no one else. You can go. Question, right? I don't know if I like the streaming like this. I don't know if I like it. I thought that it would be more like... Yep, and they don't lie exactly. And they don't talk back either. So, good luck. Let me know how it goes, huh? I don't know if I like this because I wish it like showed like YouTube and TikTok together on this one stream. You know? Mar, come on. Use your imagination. We got to be careful what we say on the internet, but use your imagination. What women need when they don't have a man and they really are actually better off, and what a pickle could symbolize. I don't know how else to explain it to her. Okay, Sashi. Okay, Kelly, you're after Sashi because I guess she made a payment and I didn't know about it. Okay, Sashi, what's your question? It runs on usually a battery. Okay. They have really good ones now. Mine was the best $65 I ever spent a couple years ago. Does all the work for you. All right, I'll shut up now. Sashi, what's your question? Do you get it now? Do you get it now, Mar? Did you get really hit or like hurt? Did you hurt your back? Like, did it cause any like main issues? I know you have like back pain and stuff, but was there any like bigger issues with it? Oh, Ashley, yours is a yes/no question. Shoot, I just saw your make sure you tell me what you guys are paying for. So, okay, yeah, I think you're gonna get there's gonna be some kind of settlement. I don't know if you're gonna end up going to court and winning and all that. I think it's gonna be a settlement that's offered. You know, as long as you have the proof, because I feel like, did you take pictures or something and you have all your medical documents and all that? Yeah, I would go. You've gone to the doctor, right? Have you gone to the doctor? You need to go to the doctor and get and I hope that you took a picture of the area, like, and that you have witness things, and because like that's it's all about evidence. So, you know, if you fall, you can take a picture of the no wet sign and it being wet. You have witnesses to get their information, and you need to go to the doctor and have it all, because you might not get a whole lot just because you got back pain. And now if there's something that's debilitating, yes. So there's gonna be some kind of settlement. It's not gonna be huge though, I don't think, unless like you need to go and get like thoroughly examined, because that'll tell you what kind of case you have. Okay, good. And that's good. But yeah, you need to go get checked out by a doctor and, you know, see if there's any major issues. Because you could get settlement. It might not be huge. You know what I mean? But I would go and get like a thorough check on, like, if they haven't done it's either an MRI or CT scan, whatever you can do, whatever your insurance could do for you. Because I feel like there could be like a disc issue. So I feel like there could be like some sort of settlement, just might not be huge. It's gonna depend on like what the damage is, but the fact that they didn't have it and you fell and you hurt yourself, I mean, that's something, you know what I mean? So yeah, an MRI if they didn't do that, that's what I'm saying. So MRI, CT, something like that. But I would if there's something with a disc. So if you didn't have it before and you have it now, you know what I mean? So just make sure because you know you have to have kind of proof that it has caused like a
something, and pain. So make sure that you go to the doctor and get all your pain, like, and if you're on any medications or whatever, like, all of that has to be written down and all that. Yeah, an x-ray is not going to show anything. If you can do, yeah, that's what I was getting. Like, if you can do an MRI, that's going to show the soft tissue and the disc a little more. I don't know if it's going to be worth it, like, as far as, like, you're not going to get thousands of dollars. Like, you might get something, but have you talked to a lawyer? Because you get a legal consultation for free. I feel like you should do that and see what they think. Because if they can win you a case, because I'm kind of getting that. I'm kind of getting you will get something out of it. I don't know how much. But I would get a consultation with a lawyer and see what they think before you go get the MRI and CT. But unless you're having a lot of back pain, I would get the MRI and CT scan. Because, again, I keep getting a disc. So I don't know if, like, it... And I don't think that would show up on x-ray. And I think, like, physical therapy is coming in. So, okay, I would talk to a lawyer. Yep. If they have free consultation, just ask them, do I have a case? This is what happened. I think without major damage, you might not have much of a case, but they might be able to get you, like, a little settlement. Because they keep getting there could be, like, a little settlement, but, like, with threats of going to court. But it depends, like, on what's up with your back. So if you're having a lot of pain, and don't just go just because of court, you know what I mean? Go because you're hurting and that there's an issue here, right? If you're not really hurt, then I wouldn't pursue it. But if you're really hurt and it's caused, like, trauma to you, then pursue it. That's how it feels to me. And if you talk to a lawyer and they say you can win a case, then okay. But, you don't want to sue somebody if, like, you're not really affected by it in a huge way. So it just depends on how affected you are, So, yeah, I would talk to a lawyer, and then, like I said, if it's bugging you and stuff, then I would go get some, like, you might be reimbursed for, like, your medical bills or whatever, too. Like, that's something that I'm getting. Okay, you're in constant pain. Okay, yeah, then that's what I would do. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of, like, some soft tissue bruising and stuff. When did this happen? Why am I getting, like, 2 weeks? Is it within, like, 2 weeks ago? Oh, shoot. I just realized I was supposed to feed my dog before midnight. Crap. I might have to get off her soon and go feed the dogs because I totally forgot about feeding her before her surgery. You're welcome. Alright, Kelly, what's your question? Shit. Oh, July last year. Has it been hurting? Like, have you been going to the doctor this whole time, though? If you haven't had an MRI or CT, you really need to, and if it's still bothering you. Yeah, okay. But you've been going to doctor the whole time, right? That's another thing, too. Like, if it's been hurting you for a whole year, I don't know why am I getting 2 weeks? Like, what happened, like, 2 weeks ago? Or within the last 2 weeks? Did it get worse or something? But if you've been going to doctor this whole time and being in pain and stuff, I would let a lawyer know that and talk to them. So, yeah, if it's caused you a year of pain, yeah, you'll get some money out of it. But I would, talk to a lawyer. Yeah, don't suck it up anymore. Talk to a lawyer, go get a CT, get an MRI, whatever. Get that done, okay? Shh. Because I think there might be a statute of limitations. I would check that out too. So, just tell explain the lawyer, okay, it got worse. Okay. Yeah. Explain to the lawyer what's going on and tell him, like, you were trying not to do this, but you've been in pain for a year and, you know, you have a case. So, and then go get your CT scan. Because it's still, you've been dealing with the trauma and the pain for a year. So, do you know what I mean? That's still a long time to deal with trauma and pain. So, you're welcome. All right, Kelly, what's your question? I guess I'm going to have to get off here after this question. Fuck. And, because I forgot I had to feed her before. You're not supposed to feed him after midnight. And it's midnight. It's 12:23. I totally forgot about that. Why didn't you remind me, Tracy? I forgot she had surgery. I forgot, like, I have to get ready for surgery tomorrow. Okay. Crap. Oh, man. Kelly, what... And since they said I just have to give him something tomorrow, I think I'll be okay, and then I'll just have to get back on here and do more tomorrow or something. Yeah, I mean, you're getting signs, you're just not recognizing them. So, you know, I think that sometimes we're getting signs and then we kind of like throw off, like we're not like paying attention. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a signs happen and then we don't recognize them as signs. Is I guess what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, signs can be just like things that like pop in your head, right? Yeah. Did you fast forward to catch up? So you'll get more, but we don't get a whole. Wait, I guess I have to wait till you're caught up. Are you caught up? Let me know when you're caught up. Like, fast forward the thing. I know, and I'm actually not that tired tonight either, Tracy, so that kind of sucks. Like, I've got energy all of a sudden, and I was like, fuck, I forgot I have to feed her because of her, and it's after midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might, I just probably won't feed her as much. Okay, but that's the thing, is you're looking. Don't look. Don't look. So you don't need signs whenever you're coming into a spiritual path. You don't need signs. You just work on your spiritual development and you just allow things to happen as they will. Now, signs can be anything from, you know, an animal, numbers, something popping in your head, a song. They're not like usually in your face. It's just something that makes you think, oh, wow, that happened. Like, I constantly see the clock at 2:12 and 6:16. Those are the day and the time that I'm born. It's a constant thing. Just about every day I see it. So, you know, any repeating numbers that you see that means something to you or that's something you see constantly. I feel like birds are going to be like a big thing for you. But honestly, you're getting signs all the time, but you're just not recognizing it. But yeah, meditation, you know, if you're not meditating a lot, meditation is how we connect and we try to hear spiritually, because we kind of have to learn how to get rid of all the noise, right? So lots of meditation, lots of like working on your chakras, and then just practicing as far as that path and development goes. But there's not really looking for signs. Like, you'll just know. It'll just happen. But the thing is, when we look too hard, we don't see it for anything. You know, a sign of going left instead of right. Like, a song comes on the radio that you love, or in your head, or just a thought that comes to you. So signs can be lots of different things. The thing is you're looking for a sign. Okay, there you go. There's a sign. I get 2, 2, 2, and 3, 3, 3 a lot. That's angel numbers. Look up what those angel numbers are. But you're getting signs. You're looking too hard for them, and then you're not recognizing them when they're there. It's not going to be like all of a sudden a guide is standing in your face. It's not going to be like that, you know? Feathers are another thing, I feel. You're on a good path. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. It takes time. And we all grow at different speeds and different paces. And you have to just relax and enjoy the ride. Like, you know, it took a long time to get where I am. And I'm constantly learning and growing and evolving. We all are, all the time. And it'll be like one gift and then later on another gift. And then you just have to learn how it all goes together. Like, it doesn't all come at once. You're not just this know how to do all this at one time. It doesn't work like that. It takes time, and people don't understand how hard it is to be on a spiritual path and to go that direction and all the things that you have to learn. Like, there's a lot to learn. And the more that you learn, the more that you'll grow also. Yeah, it's all angel numbers. So repeating numbers is all when it's for your birthday, it's usually you're on your path. You're on your destined path. Okay, so you ever have those thoughts in your head that like kind of pop in that give you ideas? Or like you're going one way and all of a sudden you feel like you want to go another way? Or that it's like that. It's subtle. It's not like, oh, I'm not connecting to your guides. Anytime you get information, you're connecting to your guides. Anytime you have random thoughts that are ideas, you're connecting to your guides. There are meditations on YouTube that you can do that are guided that will help you connect. Like if you really want to go meet them, you can do that. There's different kinds, I connect to my guides really well when I drum. So that's something you could think about doing. But really, the guided meditations work really well. And there isn't no different thing to try. We each have our own path, and you're just going to grow the way you're supposed to grow. It's not going to all hit you at once. So the small signs are fine, and we all get the small signs. There aren't major signs. I don't get major signs. There is no different things to try. There's meditation. There's affirmations. There's practicing in tools. So if you currently don't use any tools such as rods, such as tarot, such as pendulum, any kind of tools like that, those are good to help you open up. There is practicing that will help you open up. And there's learning, reading, watching things, that'll help you grow. So all of those things together are going to help you. But the more that you meditate and the more that you do all these different things, the more you'll grow. Your growth is up to you, and you're gonna grow in a different way than somebody else's. You ever have those ideas that pop in your head out of nowhere? That's your guide. Or all of a sudden, like you're driving down one road and, oh man, I need to go a different way. That's your guide. Like, it's very easy, a very simple feeling. Or you hear something in your head that you know is not your own thoughts, but it gives you an idea. I mean, I do that all the time. And it doesn't mean you're going crazy, because anytime that we hear, usually it's in the form of thoughts. You just have to understand what's coming to you and what's coming from you. But you're not going to know how to do it without practice and perseverance and all of that. Like, this path is not... A lot of people think it's easy. It's not easy. Yeah, you got to get your head out of it, too. I agree with that. You do have to get your head out of it. You have to let go and let flow. Is what I put it on a t-shirt for. Let go and let flow. You push, and you try, and you're just going to block yourself. Whenever I am pushing too hard, or I don't believe myself or whatever, I have the hardest time getting information. But once I let go, things start to flow in, because we can literally block our own gifts by trying too hard or being in our head too much. But all of those things are things that you can implement, and practice makes perfect. Yeah, I mean, there's classes, but they're all going to teach the same thing. I mean, and the biggest thing, too, is working on your chakras, too. Like, your chakras are your energy centers. If they're closed, you're closed. If they're not clear, you're not clear. I mean, every class that I've been to has taught me everything that I learned from reading things and watching things and teaching myself. So, I mean, unless you really feel you need it, I mean, you can teach yourself how to do it. But just the things that I told you will open you up more. But you have to, again, allow it to happen and quit trying to force it. because it's not in your timing. It's the timing it's supposed to happen. It's the way it's supposed to happen. The fact of you just being open is enough. My stomach just growled. If you guys didn't hear that. So, what are you doing, Ginger? Do you see me? Do you know where I am? They're not screwed up. All of our chakras need work. All your chakras. We always have to clear them and work on them. And if you're feeling blocked, then it's usually your third eye or crown. But they all work in unison along with your kundalini. So those are just all things that you need to work on clearing. You can do meditations and just watching them spin out. That's it. If you feel like you need to go to a healer and have blocks removed, you can do that as well. But, you know, it's just going to take time where we all grow differently and at different speeds. And you've got to quit forcing it so much. You just got to let go. You know. Like I said, all I did was practice. All I did was work with cards. All I did was watch shows and meditate. And like I learned about the other side. The more I watched, the more I read. I'm telling you, because it gave me, I was able to get that like, what's that word I'm trying to think of? That education on how the other side works. That helped a lot. And so I watched a lot of things. I read a lot of things. Anytime I didn't understand how it worked, I looked it up. I researched it. And then I went with like how I felt. And, you know, that helps too. Yeah, and as you age, you do get more sensitive. Yes, I was just talking to Carly about that the other day too. But we all have like our path and the way that things are supposed to work. We can't force them to work any faster than what they're supposed to work, you know. But again, the thing is that you're wanting too much at once. Like you are, you know, when we get like a little perfectionist, and like I do this too. Okay, like we have to have it all now. We want it to be like right now, and it doesn't like work like that. So just continue going the direction that you're going, you know. And again, if you like, I think drumming would be really good for you. For some reason, I don't know why I'm getting that, because they keep showing me drumming, and it works really well for me. Like it automatically takes me into visions. So I don't know if maybe you've had a past life as Native American or something like that, but the drumming I think would help you. Drumming is also heartbeat. So yeah, I think if you were to get a drum, like I have like a native drum, but they sell them online and stuff. If you were to get yourself a drum and try to drum while you're meditating, I think that would help. And yep, it'll block you. I block myself all the time, dude. Like I did that a lot with Emily's case, because I was like, what? Like this can't be right. Give yourself some grace and some patience. Oh, interesting. Your friend left your drum at her house. Ask her if you can use it. If it works for you, then get your own. Interesting. I'm not psychic or anything. I don't. I automatically go to the other side and start seeing guides and everything, or go into my past lives. It's crazy. It doesn't take much with the drum. I've always thought about like maybe doing like a video like drumming and seeing if I can get anything, but I don't know how like people would take that. Like channeling while I'm drumming, while I'm videoing. I don't know how people would take that, but I've thought about it. But yeah, well, it got left there for a reason. Ask her if you can use it. Make sure you get permission first. Yeah, it does. Yep, that's what I have. I have a native drum. It's fancy too. It got sent here from Australia when I used to have a friend out there. So make sure you get permission. Ask her if you can use it, and then use it and see if you like it. And then if you do, get your own. But I think it'll help you. I don't know. But all those things that I just talked about, you know, implement them and just keep going. Just keep going and quit asking too much of yourself. I know, I literally talking about a drum, and she's like, my friend left her drum. Okay. It's not a sign from the universe or anything. That's not a sign from the universe or anything. You had a sign and you didn't even know it. See what I mean? Ginger, what are you doing? You can't go up on the stairs. You said you didn't get any signs. Just didn't realize it. See what I mean? Signs come in all different ways and all different... You don't even realize it. Well, obviously it is. There's your sign. So, just ask her if you can use it, and then if you like it, then get, if it helps, then get your own. But I'm telling you, we all have our different ways. We all have our different ways we connect. But you do need to get out of your head and quit, being so hard on yourself. You're blocking yourself. Like, I can't get this, or I'm not getting this. Like, stop that. Get out of the ego. That's what I'm trying to think of. The ego. You're letting ego control it. You can't have ego with this work. I mean, everybody's got a little bit of ego, but you gotta drop most of the ego. Well, people think that, it's got to be this sign or that sign, or I'm looking for a specific sign. It doesn't. And you can always ask your guides, too, can you give me this sign? And see if they give it. Like, sometimes they do that. I've seen that people that work with people. So, just keep working on it. Quit and get out of your own head. Get out of your own way is what I just heard. So, but honestly, just researching and learning things and watching spiritual shows helped me a lot too, besides the meditation. And I did a lot of salt baths with meditation. And, I did a lot of that stuff when I was growing. I don't do it as much anymore, and I probably should. I got lazy with it. But in the beginning, man, that was all the time. Yeah, quit looking. That's what I'm saying, though. You don't look for signs. They just happen. The more that you look for them, the more that you miss them. Just like when you look for a man. You're going to miss it. It's not going to happen. When you're looking for something, it's not going to happen. You just have to let go and let flow. Let go and allow. You'll get it. You'll see it. I mean, the sign can be as much as like a rainbow in the sky, Or the fact that your friend left a drum and the psychic just told you to start drumming. Like, big sign right there. I mean, you can ask, hey, guy, hey, can you guys show me a hawk? And kind of make it a little specific, and then, Well, I mean, numbers, too, because, I see those all the time, too, and it just reminds me, I'm on my path, so, but mine are more like my birthday numbers. I don't get as many repeating numbers, although I did see 444 yesterday, or the other day, which was fucking weird, because it tripped me out, really, because, I brought it up in the reading to that lady I got pulled into for the case, and I was asking about, should she number, like angel numbers, because I usually don't get that in readings, but I was getting like 444, and she's like, oh yeah, she loved angel numbers, and like her middle name was like Noelle. She's like, she loved angel numbers. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Next time I'm talking to Carly, we're talking about the case, and there's something specific that I sent at 444. I was like, oh, well, this is weird. And it was like, Earth is just a plane of existence. And I said that to her, and she said, I had a dream. She said the exact same words. It's kind of interesting. I told you, feathers. Birds are about clairvoyance and things like that. Look at the symbolism of birds. And if you have pet birds, I mean, birds are going to be a big part of your signs. You keep saying you don't have signs, but then you keep telling me all the signs you have. You're just you're not realizing what the signs are. That's all. So. Yeah, well, sometimes your daughters are just young, you know what I mean? They'll grow and evolve and they'll get it. Sometimes our kids don't get it. Yeah. I know, that's what I'm saying. She's like out looking for it. It's there, but you're looking for specific things and you need to quit looking and just allow. So, yeah. But I hope that was helpful. You have to let me know how it goes. I'm going to have to get off and go feed that dog because I forgot she had surgery. And now I'm like, crap, because I don't know if I made enough. But sorry, as long as I give him something tomorrow. And then I'll probably be back on here tomorrow. But I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like it. Unless I can figure out like how to put the chats together, I'm not going to like it. You know what I mean? Because the whole point is to have you guys like chatting together from TikTok and YouTube. And I've seen people do that. So why it's not doing it, I don't know. I just saw a certain person doing it the other day. So, Roscoe. Here's a sign. Look, a cat. They're astral workers. It's Roscoe. Okay. You're welcome. Yeah. So purrings. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. You know that when they purr like this, it's healing to you. It gives a certain hertz. I was gonna do alternate nights, different platform, but I don't like to do that because I just don't. It's too hard. It's too much. So, link for what, Mar? Yeah, but it was just weird that I told her, she's saying Earth is just a plane of existence. She came and said those exact words to me in my dream, and I was like, well, that's a trip. And then the 444, like, I sent that, like, at 444 at, I don't know, trip me out a little bit, like, things like that, just mind-blowing, you know what I mean? So, but I guess I better get her, I'm not gonna feed her as much as I usually do tonight, because, yeah. But I gotta feed her something. Okay. Hey, Elvira. Dude, it took me like 2 hours to set this up, and now I'm like, I don't even know if I like this. I've seen them where they do it together. Do I have the wrong streaming platform, maybe? I don't know any other ones that do it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, Elvira, we were just doing readings. My dog has surgery in the morning, and it's kind of like last minute, so, I was trying to make it, but I don't think I did, but that's okay. I made something to give them, and then I'll just have to come back the rest of the week and try to make the rest of it. I don't like owing them, you know, so, but I give them so much damn business. They know I'm good for it, so, but, yeah, so, and Tracy, you never see Starlight because she's literally, like, always sleeping on the couch when I do lives. For what, love? Oh, I was getting ready to get off because I forgot I had to feed her before, like, I'm not supposed to feed her after midnight, and I forgot. So, and it's after midnight. So, I was doing $25 questions. I'm not even going to mention the mediumship right now. And if you want to do an email question, you can do an email question. So if anybody, like, you missed me tonight and you want to do an email question, or you want to just donate, the link tree is in my bio or in my description, my YouTube thing. Don't feel obligated, but if you want to, that's where it's at. And then, like, if you want to do an email reading, I mean, I do get to them as I can, but they are $20, and you just will do the question through email. So if you want to do that, I know. I keep falling asleep on my couch when I need to work. I know. Well, Saturday I was just so dead. I don't know. I've had people don't understand like the weeks I've had like between my mom and the animals and trying to like it's just been a lot. So all right, but anybody on TikTok or YouTube that wants to do like an email question, I could do that. Email questions are 20. Every link is in the bio of my TikTok, and link is in, if you go to like, it's in every description box, but if you go to the like where YouTube, like you look at people's channels, it's at the top up there. Baby. Okay. I'm wondering if I have the right platform. Is there another platform I don't know where you can stream on YouTube and TikTok at the same time? I don't know. Yep, links pinned at the, well, it's pinned at the top on here, yeah. But I'm just saying when we close this chat, it won't be pinned at the top. So it's always in the description. Well, this one I have to add it, but it's always in all the description boxes of all the videos, and it's always like if you go to the channel at the very top, there's a link. So yeah. But or in TikTok, it's in my bio. She was in the hospital for diabetic ketoacidosis, and she was in critical condition and then in ICU. She almost died. And I knew it was her sugar. She didn't want to listen to me. Anyways, yeah, so she was in the hospital for a week. She just got out. I just finished with the surgery a few weeks ago with the dog that had her tail amputated, and now Freya, she's got to have her tail done. So took her to the vet today and needs to be done tomorrow. So that's why I'm doing this. And then, yep, it's just everything's been crazy. And I'm like my mom's medical person. So, you know. Oh, she's home now. I mean, I don't know that she's listening to anything, but she's home. So I'm trying to get her moved here, but I have to. I'm trying to get a permit, but I have to do the plans for the property and everything. So when I get her here, I'll be able to keep a better eye on her. But yeah. Oh, so that's in the works. So there's a lot going on, and it's just a lot. So. But this thing was Freya's, like, just last minute stressed out, so. But my vet's so nice. They were just like, well, as long as you give us something tomorrow, you know, we'll be okay. And then I'll be back on here. She lives an hour and a half from me. So, I'm trying to move her in my property, though. We're getting her, I'm getting, like, a permit so I can do a little place for her. But I have to look through my papers and see if I can find where, like, the septic is placed so I can do that. But, yeah, that's the next thing I'm working on, so. Plus other stuff that's been happening that we won't go into. I didn't know there was another one. I don't know. I'll look into it, but if that works better than this, then I'm going to be mad that I paid for this. I'm still doing Emily's. I'm not done with it yet. No, I can't have you crawling up on the keyboard, baby. So, but I've got to get off here because I've got to go feed her. I wasn't supposed to feed her after midnight, and it's 12:51. So I'm just gonna I'm not gonna give her a full food. I'm just gonna give her a little bit. Her surgery, I have to have her dropped off at 8. So I have to get around and go to bed too because it's a 30-minute drive and it's already midnight. Well, I'm not even gonna get to bed, so I might as well just stay up. Might as well just sleep on the couch at this point. So, all right. I will see you guys later. Probably tomorrow. So look for me tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna use this tomorrow, so I don't know. Unless I can get you guys chatting at the same place. I don't know. I haven't heard of that. You can always email me, but I have a couple cases on the line that I gotta do. Somebody donated, I gotta do that case too, so. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm only one person and I've got a whole lot going on. So, what I really have a hard time with is when people, like, they'll watch a reading and then they'll, like, a reading of a case and then they'll put their different cases. I'm like, just stop. Like, we need to respect the reading that we just did for this person. If you're going to put that somewhere else, not on the reading. You know what I mean? I get really frustrated with that because it's like, oh, you're done with this one? We'll do this one. No, we need to respect what came through right here in this case and this missing person and this story. So that's been a little frustrating for me. Which, I appreciate everybody wanting me to work on it, but that's how I feel. It kind of like a pet peeve to me. But, alright, I'll see you guys soon. Probably tomorrow. Or today.